Ascension begins. Find yourself within. Take up your blade. Let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid. Make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers, and welcome to Check Please.
Oh shit!
Hey everybody! Welcome to Check Please, the D&D live show. I am your DM Beardy, and down here are my lovely players.
Hello, my name is Keni, and I play Riz in the Fateweaver. Whoosh magic.
Wow,
Whoosh magic.
I don't know how we can follow that, but
keep up the energy.
Yep.
okay. I'm Foaly, and I play Risen the Fateweaver. No, I play. Oh God, who do I play? I play Kurla the Half-Orc Life Oracle.
And I'm Xeno. I play Vera, the Swirlmonger. Bees. Go, Rockman.
What have I done?
I'm Petravian. I'm Skrewy. I play Petravian.
Please stop yelling into the mics, guys.
I'm Petravian. No, I'm Skrewy. I play Petravian.
Let me start over. Petravian. Fuck.
I'm Bruce Man. Fuck.
A Bruce Man! Fuck! A Batwayne!
Alright, should I restart this? I feel like I've ruined it
No.
from the beginning.
Oh yeah, so we're all drunk.
Keep it moving.
I'm
Keep it
Grem.
moving.
And that's Grem.
God.
Ba-na-bow. And with that, let's roll.
I want to kill
So last time, the party spoke with Lanyan, the blue-eyed dragon, and learned that the spell on the Kintao side of the Deadlands was actually cast by her own father, and that the only other being capable of casting that spell would be another dragon of the same age and ability. However, the only being that fits that is her mother, by long, who has been in a slumber for the past few centuries. So, the group has departed and made their way to the shrine of the Great Dragon, as well as the capital of Chonglai, in hopes of seeing the Emperor. Currently, the group is in the village of Hishan, on the way to the capital of the Kintao Empire, on the afternoon of the 3rd of November. What would you like to do?
I want to get away from Lovette is the last thing I remember I wanted to do.
Wow, okay. I mean, I feel it, but thanks.
I mean,
You're
it
the
is
one
valid.
that screamed out after I gave you a hug.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, the whole last week has been a blur for me.
Okay, well,
I thought that
I
was part of the
remember
fever
it
dream.
very vividly.
I screamed?
Called out, made it very uncomfortable.
Oh, what did
It was Prinia, I believe,
Yeah, that's right.
because we were talking about Prinia.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So, as far as I know from my character, Riz is walking far, far away from Lovette as soon as possible.
I think Kurla has picked up the bracelets from Lovette already. I think that happened.
Yes, he did do that.
Lovely. Okay.
Okay,
What is Vera doing? Because I think
Did we
Kurla
go
might...
to this town for anything, or
No, we were just stopping at Hishan for lunch and we were going to head out soon.
cool? Vera 8
Yeah.
insects.
Riz is already at the
Angrily.
Vardo, ready to go, does not want to talk about what happened.
You're doing all right there, Rez. You look a little bit shaken.
I don't even want to go with this.
Fair enough. You
I
want
am
to just
ready
get on the road
to go.
then? Right, then we'll go.
Is Lovette back and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up. Oh, yeah.
Then let's start heading through the town to make our way past it and start heading towards Chonglai. Chonglai?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chonglai, yeah.
Chonglai.
All right.
Kyanglai.
No.
Nailed it.
Yeah. I'm going to say everybody got it. Got it in one. Good job.
I worked so hard trying to memorize this word before, like, stream.
You had it right the first time.
I said it the same the second time.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck off, Xeno.
Ah! I'm being attacked.
What's the difference between what you said and I said?
Yay, violence.
All right, so we.
So what
continue.
happens is, as you guys are heading through town,
Yeah.
Well, I'd like you to make a perception check, actually.
Ooh, my favorite role.
Everybody?
I'll
All
tell
of
you
us.
what you see. Yeah, everybody, please. Everybody who's outside or is able to look around this little town.
43.
Damn, son.
Hey.
40.
Excellent. Very good.
It's gonna be a
Very good
38
perception
from
rolls.
Vera.
All right. Well, in that case, Vera, Riz, and Kurla, you all succeed on something. And as you're traveling through this small village, again, it's pretty much a trade stop. There's a couple of places to rest your horses. There's a few places that look like inns or taverns of some type, tea houses, things like that. It's a very beautiful town, very well manicured and kept in the same manner that you've seen pretty much everywhere in this nation. And what you notice as you're traveling through is in one of the crowds is a person wearing a hood over themselves, like they're wrapped in a brown robe, hood, very like, giving up a lot of Vera energy.
Oh, Kurla.
What?
Kurla
Oh,
also
Ben?
wears like
Wait.
a thing that's brown with a hood.
Mhm.
Not
Zero
anymore,
have
but
one too.
And you notice that this
Doesn't have a hood, no.
what you notice actually is that this person casts a spell in your direction as you're traveling through the town.
I say stop that.
The chaos energy in this house
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, they cast a spell.
Yeah, if you'd like to make a spellcraft check,
I
I
would
can,
love to.
I'm gonna craft so
I
many
can
spells right
let
now.
you know if you recognize the spell.
13.
13, damn.
Got it.
That's
Got him.
I don't think I've done spellcraft in a hot minute. Oh no, wait.
In
no.
a hot minute.
oh, that is a 29 from Kurla.
36!
So
All right, so Kurla and Riz, you recognize the spell. It's casting a detection spell, so some divination. So it's trying to sense something about your party as you're traveling through.
Rez, you get a load of the guy in the hood casting something at us?
It's just detect magic, which could be considered sad or people just trying to stay safe here. Remember, we are not from this country, so we can't be
Right.
too prejudiced upon this, you know?
I wasn't speaking from prejudice. I find it interesting that we're attracting attention in that way and not
We look like foreigners, you know.
I speak from a place
attracting a
of pure hate.
particular kind of attention. That's all I'm. You might want to keep an eye on him as well. That's all.
Oh, I always do keep an eye on things around us. If someone attacks me, there will be hells to pay.
I will murder a man.
Hey, we'll cut the bitch. Yes.
So on the east side of the village is a bridge heading over this river. And as you're approaching this bridge, this person has sort of followed you through the town. They've been weaving through the small crowd, and they've been keeping pace with your cart for a little while, doing their best to not look overly out of place. However, your perceptions are more than enough to keep tabs on this guy.
Which makes it a little bit sad.
Just a little bit.
But as you get to the bridge, this person's going to call out, "Travelers, excuse me."
This will slow down the Vardo. Yes?
Whoa, okay. Slow down the cart behind you.
Hello. How are you? How can we help you?
This person slinks out from the crowd and is going to move up toward the carriage.
The carriage.
look up.
Okay.
Yeah, and look up at Vera. And I'm assuming, is Petravian riding the elk, or is Petravian riding shotgun?
I would be riding shotgun. I had not called.
Okay.
Chiseled to this nonsense.
All right. In that case, he's looking up at Vera and Petra. Sorry to bother you, but would you happen to be attuned to nature in a way that I perhaps think you might be?
Possibly.
Both, yes.
I was talking to that one, he says, pointing to Vera.
In certain senses, yes. Depends on what you need. Is there something that you're looking for?
I was hoping you could maybe do me and everyone else a favor here.
And that is...
He looks around and looks back at you and says, you've probably already noticed that this place, well, isn't exactly natural.
No, it's disgusting. Too orderly.
The figure will smile a bit and pull this hood back slightly, just enough to finally reveals their face. And what you see is someone with a dark orange skin tone. They're definitely not human.
Okay. By the way, do I notice any livery on this person's wardrobe at all? Any symbols, any emblems?
No, it is a plain brown robe that they're probably wearing over top of their clothing in a way to like hide themselves in a crowd. So this is it's an unmarked, unadorned brown robe with a hood. They pull the hood back just enough that the light reaches their face, and you can see that they have a burnt orange skin and a pair of horns that come up and then sweep back across the top of their head.
Okay.
So, can we assume probably tiefling based on knowing Baren?
You could assume tiefling, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Why is this one not yellow?
Vera, you can't say shit like that!
Vera.
Well, I couldn't help but notice that, that you might have the same feelings that I do about the nature around here. That it's a little bit too controlled, a little bit too orderly. And I was wondering if you could help me maybe make it a little bit more natural.
That
Just
depends
rude.
what we're talking about. We're on a bit of a rush.
Well, sure, I wouldn't want to interrupt your business, but, maybe if you happen to find some time, you might want to help fix the world to make it a little bit more normal.
Is this an earshot of the Vardo?
The Vardo's directly ahead of this one, so you're not too far away, but he's also not speaking terribly loudly. Are you located inside the Vardo?
Nah, I figured I'm sitting up front with Riz and Kurla. I just
Okay.
don't take up much space.
Riz is just looking from the back at the conversation, just like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
if you're outside, then you can hear probably what this guy's saying. He's not being terribly loud. He's kind of talking in a little bit of a bit above a
Do this-
whisper.
The
But
Scooby-Doo thing where heads pop out like vertically
yeah,
around the corner.
Oh, like
Yeah.
the Tangled poster. Yeah.
Can we take y'all on the way back? We kind of have to.
Yeah, we are
Another good
trying to
show.
change the world for the better, actually. We are working on this.
We
I
can
just-
kind of beautify it once we've saved it.
Yeah, and like, we might not want to do anything that would kind of be disagreeable to the people we're trying to cauliflower from.
Well, a few hives isn't going to change anything that much.
I mean, they might know, like, if they have the capacity to. We had this conversation with Petra.
Well, if they don't like it, they can just put a second hive in the opposite direction.
What?
And
I mean, you know, if you make it symmetrical, it could be, but there's also factors to take into account. I'm pretty sure that there's like a whole ecosystem going on.
We're also here on basic sufferance of the government. If we get on their bad side, we're not gonna get very far in our quest.
Well, he's not saying no, just, you know, on the way back out.
Well, it's a pretty quick stop, but if you find the time, he reaches into his person and he'll retrieve a tiny object that he's gonna like walk a little bit closer to Vera and then hold up. Vera, you see in this guy's hand an object that looks a lot like a sunflower seed, but it sort of pulses and crackles with a strange aura. This is definitely magical, whatever it is.
What
if
is
you
that?
if you plant this at an intersection of ley lines, it'll help heal this place.
I'll hold up my hand.
He'll drop it into your hand, and he'll nod. Thanks. If you ever need to find me, well, I hang around this town a bit. Anyway, good luck with whatever it is that you're working on.
Yeah, sure.
Officer, I swear it's not mine. I swear this guy just gave it to me to hold.
Does he move away then?
He'll take a step back at least.
Yeah, Vera's just gonna investigate this seed.
Sure. So it appears to be a sunflower seed. It is crackling with a strange energy. So the air around it warbles and shifts in odd ways. Go ahead and make a... If you have any kind of detection spells,
Yep.
I'll take that information.
Yep. So underneath my mask, my eye will light up as I cast Detect Magic.
Wonderful. Okay. So since you have that going on, I'll go ahead and give you pretty much all the information you need about it, which is that this is a seed of chaos. So what this apparently will do is that if you plant this at the intersection of ley lines, somewhere, it will take that energy and cascade it out across the nation, or at least across those ley lines for some way. And your best guess is that would probably disrupt all of the weird plants growing in a strange, like overly ordered way, and make it much more natural. At least in a certain space. You're not sure how much of an effect this would have, but it would definitely counteract the order nature that seems to control everything around here.
Xeno, I love you very much. From a player standpoint, fucking do it.
No,
Keep the sunflower seeds. Do
What
it.
could possibly go
Eat
wrong?
it.
Yay, a random
what-
eco-terrorist has given our own terrorist
No, I'm
another
gonna-
weapon.
I'm gonna put this in a little sack. Put it in my pouch.
Put it in the back of your sack.
Back of
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
sack.
put it in the back of the
Mhm.
sack. In fact, I take
Wow.
one of Petravian's sacks, I put it in my bag with the seed in it.
All
It's
right.
a big sack.
How's Petravian
So,
feeling?
Fucking sack.
How's Petravian feeling witnessing this interaction and being left out entirely?
Since I don't know what that seed does, I'm sitting here going, "Oh, this is a bad thing. This is a lot. There's a lot bad going on right here, and and eventually, he'll say something to Vera
Is
after we're out of
Are
here.
we
Okay.
are we good to keep traveling or
Let's just go.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you. Have a pleasant journey.
have a good
And
life?
he'll bow a little bit and sort of try to melt back into the crowd.
That was bloody weird.
Yeah.
No.
Did we
You
even
know
get
what
his
he said?
name?
Yeah.
You didn't ask.
Ask Vera. He was talking to her after all.
Yeah, it seems kind of floaty to jack that much.
I mean, it's not like he approached Akkad, you know.
Yeah, so after we move a bit more, there's Petravian sitting next to me, making faces at me.
Just
Mm-hmm.
Vera,
Brother.
you know I'm all about nature and having it be.
Oh, did I steal your thing, or?
Okay, first off, that guy. Fuck them, man. But no, it. You know I'm all about nature being, all natural, but, and this place is a little bit
Yeah,
kind
disgusting.
of freaky. To each their own. But what is a garden but not nature being cultivated? And put a little bit of order, right? What is a hive when it is not in harmony and not in at least a little bit of order? I'm not saying what they got here is good, is ideal, but
Listen, how natural is a garden, really? But in the end, nature is more of Eden's thing. Like, with plants and shit. It doesn't matter as much to me. Yes, it's disgusting what's over here, but
you want me to hold on to that?
I'll keep a hold of it for now.
Okay.
What I see this as is, this is a bargaining chip. We have something. Maybe we just stopped a bioterrorist.
Ooh.
So. Or
What do you
maybe
think
it
it
gives
does?
us a few more arrows in our quiver.
Well, what does it do?
It appears to be a seed of chaos. It would basically take the natural magic of a ley line and force it to cascade out in a unpredictable, natural way.
Vera, are there any ley lines in the Deadlands?
I'd assume not, since everything's dead. But I could always try reaching it if I get in contact with another ley line.
I mean, no, but then it would cascade the Deadlands thing everywhere else, right?
No. But
No?
I doubt that there's any ley lines in the Deadlands. Like I said, that's... Beardy,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong. Ley lines would be natural living magic in a way. Correct? Is that...
So yeah, typically ley lines are where natural magic travels. So, it's kind of like the furrows left over when a world is seeded with life.
Mhm.
So it's the channels through which life magic flowed to cover the planet. If they existed in the Deadlands, they're dried at this point and useless.
Yeah, I doubt that there would be any there.
Oh, I was thinking maybe we could use it to, I don't know, reseed the Deadlands.
Well, like I said, I could always check. Once we get to a ley line, I can try to delve deeper into it and see what I can find.
Okay.
I was able to
Keep
notice
that-
there was
whatever
two
that's-
here. Or two.
Put that in. I kind of wanted you to put it inside of the box, the cube.
Inside of Lovette's cube.
Yes.
I mean, I can just carry it,
Yeah, but
I've-
what if it falls out?
Well, fine. Vera will put the seed in a bottle.
Okay.
Put the bottle in the sack.
So you got a bottle and a bag and a sack in the back.
It's double protected.
Okay.
Goes all around.
What?
Does that make you feel safer?
Sorry. It does, because the idea of just chaos being just unleashed in an unprepared area, it doesn't vibe well with me.
We're not just going to be
Touch is
releasing
never
seed all
unleashed.
over the place.
Not ever, not once.
In an
Never all
unprepared
at once.
area.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Vera will keep on going along.
We'll keep on moving on.
All right. Well, in that case, if no one else has anything, you guys will continue traveling east, and you leave the village of Hishan behind you. You continue on for the rest of the day until you make camp that night. Anything you want to do on the evening of the 3rd of November?
I will do something very late at night, so I will wait till the end.
Okay.
I will do something over dinner if Jiro is joining us for dinner. And everyone's
very much so.
assembled around the table.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, you guys find yourselves at dinner.
In the
One
bottle.
moment. There we go. Okay.
This
Sorry about
looks
that.
amazing, Rez. What are we having?
Why do you have to do this to me?
I'm sorry. I
Because
thought
don't-
you would. Okay, never mind.
Coming up with something every single time is not fun. I don't know. It's pizza. We're having pizza tonight.
Okay.
My name's Orisa and I'm making a pizza.
Oh, that from the new Mario movie?
Fuck off, guys. We're not talking about it.
You're welcome for dating the episode.
Mhm.
You know I hate that.
Don't worry, we're doing this from 2023. There, now I've confused everybody.
balls.
You certainly
Anyways,
confused me.
we're having space pizza. As we do, the cheese is green. Congratulations.
Cheese is green.
Yes, there's pesto in it.
Outstanding.
Yuck.
This.
I like pesto.
Green cheese?
I'm sorry, you don't like pesto, Beardy?
We'll talk about it later.
Checkpoint.
You unrefined swine. Disgusting. Anyways,
We'll have
space
to go on our
pizza.
questions for tomorrow. Space pizza, lovely. Thank you for the space pizza. Delicious space pizza. I've never had anything quite as green as this.
Yep, it's food. Put it in your gob. You were going to say something, yes?
Oh, yeah, I was. And Kurla will kind of turn to Jiro and try to catch his eye, I guess. So, Jiro, this is awkward, but I have something for you if you would like it.
Jiro blinks a few times and responds by signing, "Of course." Is
So
this-
Oh, go for it.
Did I do something?
Slowly, quietly watching with her eyes, like, what the fuck is about to happen here?
I know that you're part of the Lightning Blades, so this might seem rude. I certainly hope not. It's not the way it's intended. When I first started traveling with this bunch, I picked up something that would let me hail Rez at a distance, and then hail Lovette at a distance, and then eventually the rest of them, including Chesil and Archie. That was sort of the first reason, but it's also sort of just a symbol of the fact that we're all going on the same journey and fighting the same fight, that we're all trying to accomplish the same thing. And I know that you don't need healing from me. I know you can more than hold your own in battle, so that's kind of irrelevant, but if you would like it, for as long as you're traveling with us, I would consider you a part of Fortune's favour personally, so... And Kurla will take out this, one of the 2 gold bracelets that they picked up, and that Lovette has engraved, I guess, with Jiro's name in the kind of traditional characters. Lovette, you can kind of describe how you may have decorated it.
Oh.
I think you said the traditional... You'd written the name out in traditional characters. I think that's what you said.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I definitely had it written out and
And then Fortune's favour.
Korean, whatever the name would be, or the language. And Fortune's favor as well, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, a bunch of sort of I don't know how to describe visual things, decorations that look appropriate for the area. A little flourish to it, of
Gotcha.
like
So
flowers and shit.
Okay, so it's a heavily engraved gold bracelet.
Yes.
Aye,
And one of a pair.
Okay.
So Kurla will take out one and just sort of place it on the table in front of them and then slide the other one over to Jure.
Oh, and also Lovette will have snuck in Quayin or whatever language is, would have snuck best bitches into it. See if Kurla can read it.
So is it okay? So you said the majority of it is written in Cantonese, and then there's also a bit in Quajan in there as well,
I don't know what it.
or is it all written in Quajan?
I was thinking it was all written in Quajan to be
Okay.
because she at least knew it was 4-0.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, in that case, he'll pick it up and he'll smile and he'll kind of give you a.
It's very subtly in there. It's probably not going to be picked up by it. She's just had to.
Gives you a little bow and says that, and signs to you that he will cherish this. Thank you very much. This means more to you than you realize, or more to me than you realize.
I know it's not exactly stealthy, but you can probably tuck it under a sleeve or something. Just glad you like it anyway. Kurla will slip the other one onto their
It's very
wrist
moving.
alongside the ones that they have for everyone else in the party.
So he'll slip it on a wrist and tuck it under the under his wrist pad for his armor. So it's not really visible from the outside.
And Lovette did the engraving, so thank you, Lovette.
Oh, girls, it was my pleasure.
He'll sign, "Thank you. It's been a long time since I've seen someone write in my native language."
It took me a bit to practice. It's been a long time since my classes, but it's like classes.
Which Kurla also doesn't read. They can get around in Kintao, but they don't have any Quay experience. So if you did sneak that in the Quay written language, that would have gone right.
Like I don't understand these ones.
I think Lovette knows just enough, like that she can use her glasses like Google Translate, right?
The Google Lens.
Alrighty.
Is that
Right, really
everyone's
good
night?
tea. Kurla will sip the tea.
Mhm.
Awkward.
Well, Jira thanks you very much for the gift. Did anyone else have anything?
Just after everyone goes to sleep tonight.
Alrighty. So dinner continues on then, and then one by one, each person will go about
Off to bed.
their
off to
evening
bed.
routine, and at some point later that night.
So, after everyone's fucking gone to sleep, Riz will walk out on their own to kind of go explore around our little campsite for a little bit.
Alright.
Kind of inspecting Kintao alone and a little private air.
Okay.
And as they're doing so, this is something that they do from time to time as we're traveling. It's just they always do it when everyone's asleep. So they're looking for pieces, herbs, any sort of plant life that could be used in tea that they can use in new recipes for themselves.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, as you are walking along the area, sort of puzzling out which plants are useful and which plants are poisonous, you feel the sensation of someone nearby. You get the sense that you're not alone out here at night.
Jiro? And they'll just turn towards the sensation of the person.
Yeah, you see a person dressed in ninja gear. You see Jiro standing there. Gives a little polite wave
I'll wave back.
and we'll sign, "I hope I didn't scare you."
No, I can just kind of, I mean, maybe not all the time, but most of the time I can sense you. I was wondering, would you like to help me look for, pieces to put into tea? The tea you were able to make that one time was delicious, and maybe one day I will not be in this world, but I like using tea to remember the ones that I used to be in.
Jiro nods and will set about assisting you by noting any plants that he may recognize in the area.
You had made note that probably no one will really notice. When Petravian had planted that one seed earlier, so...
Yeah, he'll sign. It's unlikely that someone will notice something so minute.
I hope so.
But...
I always find teas like this, making tea, it is always kind of a way of me honoring places that I once knew. Because I never know if I'll ever be back to them, you know? I wanted to remember this place.
He'll sign back. And it's important to take the time to enjoy things while we're experiencing them. We never know how much time we have.
I agree.
He'll sign. If it's not too much trouble, I wanted to give you something.
Go on.
He pulls out a small wooden box and holds it out toward you.
Riz will take it,
It's a
look
pretty
at
simple
him for a
box.
moment, and then open it.
Okay. You open the box, and inside there are a pair of chopsticks that have been well carved. Just the tiniest amount of decorative carving on them.
I will cherish this, Jiro. For the rest of my life.
He nods politely and then says, by signing, obviously, I know I was not able to give you a pair of these earlier, and
No,
I figured that
that's okay.
you would want to have a pair that you can use. They're not really that impressive. I'm not really a great craftsperson.
You carved these.
He'll nod.
They are beautiful.
It took me a little while to get the notch just right at the top. I broke quite a few, actually.
Riz,
And then I just bought the box from a store.
boxes isn't as impressive. They'll close it, put it away in their magical cloak of hiding things, and they'll stand and just kind of look at him for a moment. There is something I think in the next town I would like to try. I noticed some people had these green stone bracelets on them. I was wondering if you would like to get one with me. It is
think I
not a
would like
magical thing, obviously. It's not as cool as Kurla's thing.
It's a very nice bracelet. He'll pull down the wrist guard to show off the gold bracelet.
I got one too.
It's very nice that you and your friends have accepted me so quickly.
Why wouldn't we?
I suppose there are lots of reasons why, but I shouldn't get into it. But I am glad that things went the way they did. I consider myself lucky to have met you.
The feeling is mutual, but can we get into it? What would be so weird that, I am literally purple elf-looking person, so, you know. Is this appearance? Is this, like, where you're from? Is this, the prejudice you are worried about? Because I'm from another world, you know, so...
Jiro nods.
You're a bitch. Just gonna avoid that one, huh?
It's a little of all of it. But your group had, or at least people in the West, had every reason to be distrustful of me. And I'm glad to know that you didn't.
I judge people on their actions. The first time we met. Besides the whole, like, fighting the undead part, and I really didn't meet you then. I feel like the first time I met you was when you sat next to me and had tea with me at that fort. It was nice.
It was an interesting day.
It was. I was pretty useless in that fight, to be honest. Besides, like, the beginning. I tapped out of my spells pretty early, so...
Things worked out well enough. It was a good day. We won, and we slowed the enemy down a bit. That's why we have to keep hurrying. Because while we're here, they're not stopping.
I know. I know.
But we're close now. It's only a few more days to Chonglai.
It is.
And the end of my journey.
Zero. I am going to try my best to make it so that it is not. But I also understand that I can only run away from fate so much.
You do seem to be fairly good at it.
Very good at it. Probably like an expert above experts at it. I don't want you to go.
Jiro nods. And as I said, it's important to enjoy the time we have. Because we never know how much time we're going to get in life.
I understand.
Jiro takes a step closer.
Riz is mostly looking wistfully. And then they look at him in the eyes.
The stars are very bright tonight, don't you think? He signs, seemingly trying to change the subject.
They are. They are like little. Some people call them twinkles. When I first started making memories, I called them little kisses in the sky. 'Cause I like to pretend that was Voluna sending little kisses down. It's quite magical.
He'll sign. Yes, they look breathtaking. And he doesn't actually look at the sky at all. He continues to look directly at Riz.
Easy there, cowboy.
Are we still talking about the stars?
Jiro nods.
Okay. Was there, anything else you want to tell me before we go there? To Zhonglai?
He'll sign. I have been traveling for a long time, and I've never met a kindred spirit in the way that I have with you. Someone else who is alien to their world, far from their home, and trying to do right as they see it. I'm lucky to have known you.
I'm lucky to know you. No matter what, I would not have it any other way. You are precious to me.
Jiro's gonna lean in and attempt to kiss Riz.
Forgot about the mask, idiot. Sorry.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm gonna assume he moves both of our masks then? In doing so?
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool,
Oh my god, he
cool.
showed his face.
Wait.
He does that when he eats too.
Yeah.
He just goes through the mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Shut up, Xeno.
This is breaking COVID protocols.
Yeah,
Terrible.
Riz will allow him to kiss them, and this is like their first kiss, so it's super stiff, and they don't know how to move, and they kind of tense up for a second. And then when it's over, they look at him, and they kind of touch their lips for a second. They look back up. I think I did that wrong. Can you do that again?
And as Jiro leans forward to do that again, we're going to fade to black and fade into the next day. All right. So that's going to push us on to November 4th. So on the morning of November the 4th, party gets ready and continues on the road. You have about 2 days to get to Chonglai. Anything on these last 2 days you'd like to do?
Nope.
Nothing comes to mind. I'm still building projects and I'm still sketching every evening before dinner.
How many days has it been since I talked with Vera? Was that 4 days or 5 days?
Sorry, you have to be more specific than that. Which
Oh,
talk to Vera?
Told them, hey, you want to talk to Edenites?
It's probably been like 2 or 3.
Better let that simmer for a little bit longer. Gotta let that simmer a little longer, I think.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think it's been that long. I don't know.
Yeah, gotta let that simmer a little longer. But Yeah, we'll wait for we'll wait for a little bit longer for what I want to do.
Okay.
Well, if there is a break in travel, so I guess the evening of that first of the 2 days, Kurla will look for Vera.
Oh, okay. Is this during the evening or is this during like travel?
Whenever, just a moment of travel, but when they're not actually rolling along. So when they've
So
probably in the
evening.
evening actually, because it's a longer kind of. It's not a
I don't think we
Okay.
really stop for lunch normally.
right. So okay, it's in the evening after dinner.
Okay.
In that case, Vera would probably be at the table, just kind of flicking around this seed in this bottle.
Is anyone else around?
Frizz is taking a shower.
Don't ask about
Lovette
it.
apparently is bringing
Sure.
water.
Sure, I'm here.
All right. Well, Kurla will still, I guess, be sitting across the table, not on the table.
Just
across
on the table.
Kurla will.
There's a
Vera.
rave.
No.
Especially their legs draped in front of, like right in front of Vera's lap. Just like, hey.
How you doing down there? No. So is that what that guy gave you then?
Yep, some kind of chaos seed.
You're not planning on using it until we've finished up our business here, are you?
As I told my brother, this is more leverage. If we need to
Okay.
use it, we can use it. Or we can just say, hey, we stopped someone from trying to destroy your country.
I think the latter approach would probably get us further, but guess we'll see.
I mean, you don't see me throwing it everywhere, so.
No, that's fair. You're exercising prodigious restraint there. I appreciate it. So there is something that I wanted to mention to you that I have offered to Lovette, and I would offer to Rez if it really applied to them, and that I helped Petravian out with.
And what's that?
Trying to think of how to broach the topic without pissing you off. It's quite delicate.
You see Vera like gnash their teeth. Actually, you don't because she's wearing a mask.
But underneath,
But you can feel
the
it.
audience
You can
knows.
hear the grinding.
Oh, like a cement truck.
Your father.
Yes.
If we get out of this, if we save the world, or maybe if we're working our way up to it still and need to put our affairs in order. He died in Vale, right? Was it Wettingen? I don't remember the city. I'm
That
sorry.
was, is that Ostervik?
Ostervik?
What's the one by the lake?
Ostervik.
Yeah, I believe that's Ostervik. Sorry, I just want to double check before I give the incorrect piece of information. Yeah, it's Ostervik. Yeah.
Yes, he died in Ostervik.
Do you know where he's interred? You know, buried.
I don't even know if he has a grave or not. I don't know what they did with the body when I ran.
My thought was this: if you wanted, I might be able to help you speak with him. His soul, I mean. And
I don't know what it would help.
there's nothing that you'd want to say to him or hear him say to you?
I can't see it bringing anything more than more sadness. To be
Well,
honest. I
that-
mostly gave up on the thought of him for a long time.
That's surprising, given how strongly I felt about him, or seemed to, but I guess that renders my next offer a little bit pointless, but I was also going to say that if I do get strong enough to be able to bring people back, I was willing to try and do that for you.
Vera You see Vera kind of moving their head a bit, side to side. How would I know that he wouldn't disappoint me, like so many other people can? At least when he died, he was my father and he loved me. How do I know he's not just like any other person who will just leave at the nearest convenience?
Is it you're worried he's going to disappoint you, or that he'd be disappointed in you?
Why not both?
Seems an odd reason to stay away, but I understand that you're not exactly on good terms with your other birth parent. Very delicate phrasing there. But I honestly thought that you might be more into the idea. He meant that much to you. You're wearing that around your neck. Are you wearing that around your neck? The
Yes, you can see the golden talon necklace.
I thought it might bring you some peace.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'd say.
One way to find out, but I'm not going to push it, and I'm not going to pretend like it would undo anything or make everything all right. It could make things worse, sure. It could make things better. It doesn't undo things, but it changes the direction your life might take. You never know.
Yeah, but at least he's not like disappointed in me now, you know? Or at least I don't know it.
Are you happier being ignorant of that then?
I mean, maybe it's better that way.
Maybe it isn't, but I don't know. The offer is there. I'm not going to try and convince you to take it. I just wanted to let you know that that is an option. I'm getting more powerful, and it's not power that I should be using just for myself. You know, trying to bring Kurla back, trying to bring Verla back, and talking with Verla. Petravian, I think it helped him to speak to his parents. If Lovette didn't have something weird going on the steam isle that I don't fully understand, I think it might help her out. If she were able to go back there and...
She's literally right here.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm quite aware.
Listen,
Hey, Rez.
I appreciate the offer, but I don't know. I really don't.
All right.
That's a lot to take in
That's a totally fair
as
answer.
an option all at once.
It's a totally fair answer, and I can't make any guarantees. If it was me trying to force the dead to come back, I would never do that, but it has to be their choice, so I can't guarantee, even if I could do it, that he'd want to come back, but at the very least, I might be able to hook you up with a conversation, and maybe they'd want that.
You see Vera once again kind of move their head in thought.
Just think about it. The offer is there.
And she'll remain silent, but she'll nod.
Kurla will then kind of turn towards Lovette. Has Lovette been listening? Because, I mean, they're in earshot.
She's been like talking to Jiro, but I imagine there's not much conversation to be had. So she's just kind of like, once the whole like, hey Vera, I'm gonna. Once the like, Vera, you might get mad if I say this. That was when I was like, oh, aren't you gonna be on the other side of the room?
Yeah, like, Jiro and Lovette are both probably at this point both kind of just looking that way, listening.
Yeah.
The offer still extends to you, Lovette, if you ever do want to try and make contact with your father.
It's a little complicated. I don't know if it goes at all.
You've said as much before, but if that ever
Yeah.
changes,
I don't see why it would, but I'll keep it on mind.
Jiro, for that matter, my powers are at your disposal if there's anything I can do to help.
Jiro will sign. There's no one I'd like to contact. Thank you.
Fair enough. And Rez, I would think it would go without saying that it's at your disposal, but it doesn't do you much good at present. But I hope that it will someday.
I am like like a stranger in my own body before I started making memories, so whoever I used to care about does not exist to me now.
I got that. Just, I hope if you don't want that to always be the case, that it won't always be the case.
What about the horse?
You want to talk to your horse again?
I think we need talk with animals for that, guys. And the one person who could have that spell does not.
Oh, I do. I
need
will
to
only
speak
talk to
with
insects.
animals? If Kurla were able to let you speak with your horse and you didn't know what your horse was saying, but you could still talk like it was there, would you need to know what it's saying?
Nope. I really don't.
Did Riz explain to the rest of the party what they saw when they had true seeing and they saw their horse?
No, they assumed everyone else saw it that way.
Okay.
They're like,
Then-
oh, people just get a headache with the kaleidoscope effect. Okay, that's why they're so weird about it.
Got it. Then
Talking
Kurla's
about,
not going to
like-
offer what they would offer if they did know.
A portal to the abyss.
I have an angry god.
Yeah, that means nothing to her, is that statement.
the guys always get angry.
It's true.
Yeah.
They get angry, they get happy. They are flawed beings, just like you and me.
It looks like the stink guy.
Oh, Kurla will sip their tea. And that's the end of anything they have to say to Vera for
Alright.
now.
Anything else tonight?
No?
Petravian comes kind of like not bursting through, but
Kool-Aid Man.
like opens the door. The gate. That's where I last saw him.
What
What?
gate?
Come again?
The gate into the Protean Empire. Plu. I lost him at the gate.
Oh, is that the thing you woke me up for when I was like feeling really shitty the other day?
Wait, you didn't get played of this thing on purpose?
Yeah, that thing was an abomination. I was gonna kill
No,
it otherwise.
it was not.
I
It was
just-
not an abomination.
Look,
I
I
just-
just, we don't know. We don't know who's capable of
It
it.
could have
I
eaten people.
assumed...
It could be eating
I had-
people right now.
I just figured it ate Chisel and that was the end of it. I
Wait, really? I saw maybe Chisel actually ate Blue.
Ooh, that's a thought. That's kind of
Ah,
disturbing.
What if
ooh,
it's
I-
like
No, it's-
Chisel ate Plu, and then Plu ate Chisel from the inside?
Petravian, that's tragic, I guess. What is it that you
I
want
was
us to
trying.
do?
He was doing so good.
Are you
Was
wanting
he?
us to go back and get him because we are on a little bit of a time crunch?
No, there's no way to
Do
find
you
him.
want us to sing a memorial song in his service?
Yes,
or-
that is quite unfortunate, but it doesn't feel a lot better now that you know.
What was your end goal? What was the end game, Sal?
Yeah.
Like,
I
he
was
just
gonna
come
have
with
him
us?
be like a little. You never know when you need a friend that can shape into different things.
I
Like, if you
literally
have stuff-
can pretty much.
I take off my mask, point at my face, and it turns into Soul's face for like 3 seconds. And then I
Neville-
flip
Neville
Petravian
declared-
Yes,
off.
but can you form into yourself into like a key?
Don't,
Could
don't,
Could
Blue?
Blue?
I was working on it.
Were you?
No.
That's what I was. Yes, I was trying to train him to go get things, and then we were gonna move into trying to turn into the things that he got.
Tommy, are you
I-
feeling like lonely?
Vera
Do
will.
we need to talk about something?
I don't
Ver-
like a mimic, you know.
Vera's going to barge into
No.
Petravian's room.
I want to
Is- Is there any wood in here that I can grab?
Hummel?
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh my!
I grab onto like some kind of branch or something, and I cast wood shape to turn it into a large key.
I'll allow it.
And I throw it at Petravian.
I mean, thanks.
Why
Not
would you need
necessarily
to
what I was going
replace
for.
Vera with a weird little slime guy that we don't know the potential of his murder streak?
Or his current
Nope,
murder
not
streak.
gonna say it.
In fairness, I mean, if he doesn't have at least one bodies to his name, he doesn't belong with the group anyway. I'm still not hitting that humor thing, am I? I'm so close.
No, I'm just thinking about it. Shit, wow. Wow. Yeah.
I mean, Chisel has killed people.
I mean, I don't know. Has Riz killed anybody? Like,
Yeah. In
Look,
combat,
what?
I'm talking about.
And once in a while, you know, I haven't done it as often as I used to, but some gods deserve sacrifice for worship.
I haven't done it in a while.
deserve?
I'm a bad worshiper sometimes.
Maybe
We only do that
shouldn't-
on Easter and Christmas.
Maybe we shouldn't actually go there.
For the bug god.
Look, Petravian, you never know if Plu messes you, if there was that connection. He could be making his way across Obador right now, trying to get back to you. Sort of, you know, on this incredible journey to find you again. You never know.
Wow.
Or maybe he is
Huh.
a mimic and now Scooby got rid of him.
I don't think
I'm
he's
with
mimic.
Lovette because, like, mimic bad, you know?
Mimic's
Those
really bad.
mirror oozes were really bad, you know?
He was cute
That's
though.
Oh, just because something's cute doesn't mean they can't kill the shit out of you. Pringle.
I mean, yes, I know.
Alright. Good, I'm glad you know.
Were you waiting
Good.
for us to call you cute there, big guy? Because
I hate when people bait.
Wait, is that what you were trying to go for? You're like 3 times my height.
I thought that it was more like 4, but I'm not the best
Well, I
at
guess
this
that
world's
doesn't matter
math.
because Archie is adorable, but don't tell you myself that.
Listen, if anything, this just means everyone can sleep a little bit safer at night. So, case closed. Congratulations.
I'm sorry for your loss, big guy, but you never know, he might turn up.
I hope not.
So,
Well,
are you
yet-
sleeping about this whole time?
You still got Chisel, right?
Yeah, it almost sounds like you care more about these things more than Chisel, based on how upset
No,
you
I-
are.
No, I haven't been calling Chisel because I want him to be happy.
Does that make you more happy?
I mean, it makes me happy.
Well, I want him to be happy that, like, wherever he is, and I don't want to force him. I don't.
How does that
It-
work? I have been so confused.
Yeah.
When I summon my, like, I have a bunch of options in transit of cars, and like Archibald is a sphere, and sometimes I store things in another dimension, but it's not
Okay.
like I have a life going on outside. Archie does, but I know about that. Like, what do you mean? Does
mean,
it?
I think he's. I have this feeling like he doesn't. When we go off, I don't think he stays where we say. Okay, stay. I don't think he stays there.
Well, no, I thought he
It's
did
a
his
feeling.
skills or something, right?
Is he actually an elk?
Yeah, he's like a
I think he's-
magical elk, right? 'Cause he can fly
Yeah,
and
he's.
things.
I think he's.
Like-
He is. I don't think he's an elk
He's a-
necessarily. He's something more.
He's a fucking deer.
So,
Okay, is
he
he
is
like
an elk.
a deer that's like one you find here, or is he like more like an idea conjured by Eden that just takes the form of a deer elk thing?
and every time you conjure him, are you like killing him and recreating him? Because that's quite dark as well, if you
Oh.
remember, is
What if
between
it's
them.
like a
That's not-
spirit inhabiting like a force? And it's
If,
not.
if it's a summoning spell, then you're not
Whoa.
killing.
I mean, it said it had a family, so
He did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Like,
right.
what
you did
if
talk
it's a
about the thing.
spirit family?
what the fuck
Wait,
does
what
that
if
mean?
there's a different chisel every time?
Yes, maybe that chisel was.
What if
one-
you just call elks and they just respond to the name chisel because they know you're talking to them?
I mean, they've got a pretty consistent attitude. Do we think that the entire elk race doesn't like Petravian?
It's not impossible.
Wow.
No, that can't.
Wow.
That can't be right.
think Chisel dislikes Petravian. In my
Sort of
experience, they're always grumpy.
That's more where I was going with that. Maybe tempestuous relationship, but I would say it must all be the same elk because they wouldn't all be that bitchy, would they?
But what if Chisel is like Hummel, you know, like a spirit of someone, and they've always just been called in to assist Petravian?
So how does it work, Petravian?
Yes, how does it work? I cannot summon animals.
I just had a connection, and it
What?
just worked.
Well, what does that mean? How do you what?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I found him one
What do you
day
mean you
while
don't
work.
You just found him and he comes back. to you?
Yes, and he just was with me. I don't
What
know.
did you do? You were training with.
We just started training together, and it just worked.
Uncle,
How did you doing what?
I mean, I think that's rather sweet, personally, but
I had to study like for years to build these things, and it just works when you do it. And then it just comes to you because you feel like it.
I mean, that's
What?
I mean, yeah.
are you secretly a princess? Do you start singing when the animals come to you?
Yeah, it's interesting because, you know, I channel gods for my magic, and don't you channel Eden for yours?
I do. I mean, that's maybe part of it.
Wait, so Chisel is Eden?
I
Aren't we?
doubt that.
I doubt that very
How you
highly.
doing?
I don't think. Yeah. I'm gonna go with no.
I certainly hope not, because if you've been sort of suplexing
Yeah,
Oh,
wait, did you really
shit.
suplex Eden?
the major deity, even I, with my long-term issues with the gods, have a little bit of a problem with that one.
She gives the base tugs, though.
Not if you suplex her.
I
Oh,
suppose not.
that's a pretty intense hug.
I really
I
doubt
mean-
that Chisel is Eden, though.
And I'm also pretty sure Eden didn't shit on my porch.
Oh, maybe she did.
I mean, in the manner of speaking.
I mean, because, you know,
No,
like all nature
no,
is
there was a
connected
steaming
to
pile.
Yes.
Yes, but all
I'm just-
nature is connected to Eden, yes?
Yeah.
The deities work in mysterious ways, apparently.
So kind
If
of
I-
like, in a sense...
Stinky ways. I just had to spend an extra half hour
But really-
cleaning my boot.
Do you need therapy for,
Oh, I
Stepping in
probably
the
need therapy a lot, but I think I'm good.
Yo, this boy needs
I
Eden.
like the character that's died the most in the party has suffered more trauma from the elk pooping once than from dying multiple times.
And this is why we love him.
Yeah.
Also, can we all give ourselves a pat on the back that we've all shamed our paladin into not using a class feature?
I mean, the thing is, Chisel said once that he has a family and stuff, and I just assumed this was gonna be like, oh, treat me better. Maybe don't call on me for every situation.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, but like, not ever.
I mean, he has
think it's
What am I gonna do? Call him all the way over here just so I could ride
No, I mean,
ride
if
him?
we're in combat that has enough space that doesn't stop us from properly
Living.
using our combative skills, I'm sure it's fine. You know, open
Look.
spaces.
I
Open
hope
space.
the meme never dies. I hope that Chisel gets summoned in every shitty enclosed dungeon where he doesn't provide any sort of help whatsoever and provides like a lot of damage to us because it's funny every fucking time. He has to like squeeze through a tiny fucking hallway he doesn't want to be in so that he can get beat in the face until he disappears.
I'm always excited to see how Beardy is going to just twist the knife more the next time. I think it's probably
I
going
do
to be like
enjoy that part.
the baby day's graduation will be interrupted next, and then it'll be like the baby day getting
Oh.
married.
It
then
goes
it's
no, I
BoJack
have
interrupted.
Horseman style.
I've got a whole list of scenarios, and
No.
you've skipped way ahead already. There's a lot.
All right, I'm
There's
done
a
with
lot of
this.
milestones.
I'm going to fucking bed.
Can't you just go to regular bed?
Where's Hummel?
On the table.
Ah.
Do we have booze in here?
Not unless you guys brought it.
Then no. Then he's probably just in a bowl. Just being his bee self. just being his self.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Wow, that sure is funny. Good job.
Thank you.
Good joke.
It's a great pun.
Hey, we can stop the stream now. We've already hit the peak.
That's it. We peaked. Good night, everybody.
Oh, fucking downhill.
All right. Anything else this evening?
No.
Not tonight.
All right. Well, in that case, we fade to black and then open on a beautiful forest.
No.
Light streams down through the canopy of the trees, and it seems like the most picturesque place any of you have ever envisioned. The trees sway happily in the light breeze, and then suddenly out from behind one of the trees bounces a strange little green ball. It has tiny little beady eyes, and it's slurking its way across the ground as quickly as it can. It looks back over its shoulder and then continues slurking as it's almost like it's trying to escape from something.
Good.
Then around from a few other trees, you see a small family of elk. And they stomp at the ground and snort and stomp at the ground and keep making intimidation gestures toward this tiny little green ball. And the little green ball kind of pulls itself up off the ground and walks on these two little stubby legs and kind of toddles faster to get away from them. The largest of the elk moves forward to try to attack it, and it toddles further and further up as it moves up this incline, and it gets to the edge. It gets to the edge of this cliff that overlooks a river. It stops and turns around, and it looks at this elk, and it says, "Please." And the elk snorts and rams into it. It falls off the cliff, cascading 100 feet into the ground, into this water, this raging rapid. It splashes into it and then surfaces as it tries to paddle with little tiny stub arms. It gets pushed through the rapids as it bangs into rocks and gets hit by other debris and logs. It keeps taking injury after injury, and finally it thinks it's safe, and it breathes a little slime sigh of relief, and then it turns to look further downstream, and it's as if the stream just ends a few feet ahead, and it has no idea what's going to happen, and it gets to the edge, and it realizes that it's a waterfall, and it gets pulled off the side into this great cascading abyss of mist. And fade to black.
Die, bitch!
My money is still on Incredible Journey.
I hope it dies.
But that was beautiful, Beardy. Thank you
It
for that.
disappears
like
into
this-
the mist, howling.
I hate that
There
thing.
you go.
This just tells me that any creature that I create a bond with, if I, gets out of my, line of sight for a while enough, it spawns back at the glen. That's what I took from that story.
I guess you're gonna need to have more animals. I'm sure that'll make Beardy happy.
I know it.
I have a whole entire zoo.
I'm just ready for us to go through this whole campaign, have our final confrontation with Marcus the Destroyer, and for him to be like, you think you've beaten me, but there's one thing you don't realize. Little dot eyes, ditto face.
Wow.
Duplica's ditto.
Duplica's ditto. Fuck you.
Duplo ditto.
All right. So that takes us to the following day, to November 5th.
We be a traveling, baby.
Which this will be the last day of travel.
Woo!
The following morning on November 6th, you should arrive at Zhonglai. So anything you'd like to do on the final day of your journey?
Now,
Sounds like this was also the final day of Jiro's journey. So, is Riz going to do anything with Jiro?
Well, no. This is
mean-
the location of who?
Both where the
both?
Emperor is and the Mama Dragon.
And Bylong?
Yeah. So Bailong Shrine is just outside of Chonglai, and the Imperial Palace is inside Chonglai. Is what you've been told so far.
I mean, obviously Riz would be spending time with Jiro, but nothing that really I need to RP out for the show. But
Or
yeah,
could.
I think we just keep the travel day going.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Lovette's doing those sketches every day, and they're a big part of her day, but they're not really worth RPing out.
Okay. Well, Lovette, you do notice the notes that you make on these sketches for this device. All right, so you're saying the sketches of like the
Of the
surrounding
landscapes.
lands, the
Yeah,
landscapes.
that's it.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were working on the
I'm
engine or
doing
not.
both because I don't have to work on that device like literally all day, as far as I understand it.
Okay. So the notes in the margins do keep changing and shifting.
Interesting.
It's as
Okay.
if Voska's constantly updating the ideas.
Oh wow. It's a Google Doc.
I've got to know, does he argue with Lovette at all? Like,
Oh,
through
yeah.
these notes? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you two definitely like come to different conclusions about things.
Wake up like one morning, just like this stupid god. That's completely wrong.
You just hear Riz's voice. Oh wait, you're in the cube. It wouldn't matter.
No, that's like back in the Vardo.
In the Vardo, you just hear like an
Yeah.
intercom voice in your room. We don't call the god stupid in this household.
But then the god don't have to make such stupid decisions. How can the god of all making things have things that anger really? Wait a minute, wait. Okay, hold up.
All right, I'm going back to bed.
Well, okay. So if there's nothing specific that day, then travel will continue as normal. In the distance, you can see a massive city. It is definitely like a metropolis class settlement. So there are tens of thousands, if not even more, living in the city up ahead. You're pretty sure you'll reach it tomorrow. And what you notice about it is that there is a large palace in the city ahead. So there's one dominant building right up against the lake in the middle of that city. But you guys continue traveling, and eventually night falls. You guys make camp. You all go to sleep, and that night you hear something. There's a strange noise that night. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's enough to wake most of you up. Actually, go ahead and give me a perception check. This is going to be heavily penalized for sleeping, but we'll see if anybody actually gets awoken.
That is a 31 from Kurla.
That's a 27 from Vera.
13 from Petravian.
Which is 19.
Shit.
Okay. Well, it looks like only Kurla and Vera actually hear it. But it's like you hear a noise out in the main part of the Vardo.
The main part. Right, Vera will exit her room.
Yeah, so will Kurla, sort of wiping the sleep from their eyes. You heard that too, Vera?
I don't know
So-
what that is, but I heard something.
Oh. Right.
So as the two of you walk out of your rooms and into the main area, you see a thing. Would you like to describe it?
So, as you're looking around the room, it's pretty normal. And then you just see a sudden, jolt of Riz where they are, as they do not have any clothes on currently.
Oh, bloody hellfire. Kurla will spin on the spot to be staring in the exact opposite direction.
Did you hear anything?
I don't know what any of you heard, but I am currently busy right now.
Clearly. Right. Good night. Have fun. I mean, good night. Just... good night.
I'm
Kurla will,
worshipping
haul
Prinia,
ass.
go away!
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
I am
Right.
worshipping Prinia, go away!
Kurla will
Whatever.
haul ass back to their room.
And Vera will hide back to bed.
Just bright, really fluorescent purple on Riz's cheeks. Well, then,
Well then.
awesome.
Right, and we fade back to black. All right. Let's see. So that brings us on
Yeah,
to the
I'm
next
spending a lot
day.
of time with Jiro. Thank you very much.
So much worship right now.
So much worship.
So much
You need to
worshiping.
catch up on the backlog.
I've-
All
I've-
worshipping
night
Prinya.
long.
I haven't really been like that into Prinia until very recently, so you know,
But now you're really into
I'm
Prinya.
really into Prinia right now.
So
Nah, he's in wayism.
he's really into something, or someone anyway.
How into someone are they?
He's very into them.
Not that much.
Not so small.
To the hilt?
Wow.
I
Not
think
that much.
to the hilt?
That's about normal.
Damn, son.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I feel like this is really tiny.
I mean, that's 6
Yeah.
inches, right?
Oh. Hey.
Womp womp. Anyway. So the next day, you all wake up and continue about your journey, and you arrive at the gates of an enormous city. Welcome to Chonglai.
Woo. Holy hell.
Before you stretches a wide valley. To your right lies the vast lake you've been following for days. Directly ahead is a massive city that seems to stretch on and on, housing tens of thousands of people. Its bustling port bringing in trade from across the empire. You see boats moving in and out of the port just constantly. You see the area is surrounded and dotted with large farms growing all manner of foods. To your left, a tall hill sits with a temple built atop of it. There's a well-worn pathway cutting up through a small forest that grows upon it. The temple atop the hill appears to be painted completely white with metallic highlights to catch the light of the sun. So you have a choice. Would you like to go to the shrine, or would you like to go to Chonglai?
Shrine first?
I would think shrine would be the best idea, yeah.
I suppose it seems to me like we're not gonna get a lot of progress there without information, but I also think we're not going to get in as much trouble just for being there. So yeah, sure.
See how things go down at the shrine and then go from there would be my idea.
Agreed. May as well go in some direction.
All right. Well, in that case, your group veers to the left, and you head up to this hill. And you follow this path that winds its way up the hill, and eventually arrives at this large stone temple at the top of the crest of this hill.
And-
The shrine itself is a decent size. It has these beautifully carved, crenellated roofs. It has these, supported by these decorative columns. Everything is painted in this very bright white paint that seems to catch the sun in a very unique way. So parts of the building are almost glowing. The inside, it's sort of almost open air. It's held up by a series of columns. And in the center of the shrine is a statue that looks like it's carved from this white marble of a beautiful woman wearing like this regal dress standing there. There are people up here, quite a few of them in fact, all in various silent prayer. Some of them are kneeling, some of them are standing, some of them are like fully like crouched down, like supplicating themselves to the statue. People have candles or little fonts of water or flower petals. There's people worshiping here, or rather asking for different kind of intervention or favors on behalf of the divine in all manner of different ways. So you get the sense that there's no single construction of faith that dictates you have to pray in a certain way. So there's all kinds of different types of faith on display here, all asking for something or another silently from this shrine. What would you like to do?
This looks like your kind of domain. Any ideas?
Is it only to this statue, or is there farther into the shrine that people can go?
No, the statue pretty much is the center of the shrine. It's mostly an open air building. The roof is just held up by a series of long columns, so there's no walls exactly.
Okay.
There's just these columns holding up this fancy roof, and everything's painted pure white. The only thing in the middle of the shrine is a stone platform with this statue on it, and the statue itself is like larger than life. The statue is probably 25 feet tall.
Are any people touching the statue?
No. No one's getting up next to it. People are staying off of the central stone platform.
Okay.
There's like a dugout around it that's fairly large, that appears to be for people to pray in.
I don't know.
There's also candles lining the outside of that dugout that are on the inside of the shrine, on the outside of the dugout, if that makes sense. But they're down just enough so the wind never touches them. So they're all the entire area is lined with these little illuminated candles, and it kind of casts the inside of this place in a slight yellowish orange light.
I would like to put out any sort of sense or feelers out into the air to see if I can sense a being of either celestial or godly power close by.
Okay. And
What
how would
could
you
I
like to
do to do that?
Okay.
I don't know if fate points.
Yeah,
or...
if you have any spells that are specific for that, you can cast them. Otherwise, you can start burning fate points.
Yeah, I don't really have any spells per se, but
okay.
I think I'll use a couple of fate points to start, like, kind of as, like, what are those sticks called? The
Divining rods.
Divining rods, yes. I kind of want to use my fate points like that to figure out if there is a being here that's either asleep. I want to use this information we were given to the best of our knowledge.
All right. Well, you have 13 fate points. How many would you like to use?
I'm pretty much just gonna use a couple at a time and see like where that takes me.
Okay. So you 2.
We're gonna start with
couple?
2. If it feels like
Okay.
I need to use more, I will.
Okay. So you use 2 fate points, and you sort of try to reach out with your abilities to see if you can make contact with something. And you do this, and at first it seems like nothing has happened. But then you get the sense that there is a presence here that is far older than the shrine. And the sense that there is a really large entity near you.
I kind of instinctively turn. What direction was this?
You're not sure. You feel it's sort of a cross between the feeling of being watched and also swimming next to a whale. Like you get this size differential feeling that makes you feel very, very small suddenly.
Riz is gonna sit down. Can people take these candles?
I mean, yeah, I suppose you could pick up one, yeah.
No. Are people taking the candles? I'm going off of what people can do.
With a good sleight of hand, yes.
Shut the fuck up, Kyle.
Nice.
I don't have that. I'll tell you that right
I
off
mean,
the bat.
there are candles burning like next to some of the people praying, and the candles are not like a perfect line along the walls. So it's sort of spotty. So it's safe to assume that perhaps that is the norm, is that you take a candle.
All right.
Because it's maybe there's 4 of them in a line, and then a couple gaps, and then another one, and then a couple gaps, and then it's spotty around this area.
I'll take one
there's
that
enough
looks
of
like
these.
it would complete like a sequence of numbers based on the gap, like make it a little more even maybe. I'll take one.
Oh, okay.
Just make it a little more perfect.
You grab a candle.
And I'm gonna sit down kind of where I felt like this energy might be the strongest using that, and I'm gonna use the rest of my fate points to kind of make a connection with this being.
All of them. Okay.
I mean, this is our best option to like talk to them, right?
If you say so.
I don't
Where are the
know.
rest of? Where are the
So
rest
you
of us?
dump
I guess
the other
we're sort of-
11 fate points, and you
Yeah.
reach out with your abilities,
Get me the longest conversation.
and that presence, you immediately feel it again. This time, much stronger as you reach out, with more of your power. And you are definitely not alone here. There is something here, and it is listening. And you even are able to pinpoint where it is. It's directly beneath you.
So, in that kind of weird mental connection I now have, I'm going to just mentally speak to them, I guess, or at least attempt this that way with all these. Can you hear me?
You hear a very, very quiet voice, barely audible in your mind. Yes.
My name is Risen. I am a seer, and I have foreseen the end of this world due to events that happened in the past involving a catastrophic event of a war between Prota and the Qingtao Empire. I believe you are fairly aware of these events, if I'm correct.
Yes.
The man who first caused most of these issues, Marcus the Betrayer, is back. And the Deadlands that were created due to partially his spell, and as far as I have been led to believe, your late partner's, well, energy of some kind. The land that was created, the Deadlands as it is referred to in the Forbidden Lands, is spreading, and it will not stop until we take action to stop it. We need both sides of what was made to create it, to stop it, to reverse it. I've spoken with your daughter, and I have been led to believe that perhaps you have the knowledge or the ability of this second half. Would you be able to share this with me or help us?
No.
May I ask why you cannot?
The ground shakes slightly, as if there's a localized earthquake.
Yeah, I think I'm too far in that connection to notice.
The rest of you notice the ground begin to move just ever so slightly. There's just like a shift, and people in the shrine sort of are snapped out of their prayers and look around, not sure what's happening.
Riz, I imagine their eyes are glowing as they're in this connection form.
But as soon as it started, it ceases. Long have I slumbered. Longer have I grieved. My other half died that day, and the world will never recover. At one time, I could have helped you. But I am no longer balanced with the world.
How does one become balanced with the world? Can you teach someone? Because I cannot let this place, this world, this beautiful world, end, even if it is not my homeland. Can someone do it?
It is beyond simple teaching. It is the understanding of true harmony, of true balance. It takes eons to learn, and only moments to lose. I am tired.
How do I seek audience with the Emperor?
There's no response.
I'm sure at that point, if I can't... Do I still have the connection, or was that a dismissal of the connection?
You still sense the being, it's just not speaking. You think it might have fallen asleep.
As many days as it takes. I cannot give up. I will be back tomorrow. Whoops.
What'd you roll?
A 12.
Not bad.
Hey! That's not too bad.
The dragon eats you.
Riz kind of... Their eyes slowly, almost like the light drains from them.
There are people chattering now. The area was silent, but as you come to, you see a lot of the different people who were here asking for, whatever they were asking for, seem excited as if the world has somehow answered their prayers.
Rez, you alright?
You missed it,
Kurla
so it was
will-
like an earthquake.
Kurla will offer a hand.
Riz will take it and let themselves up that way.
Yeah, Kurla will help you to your feet.
Vera will also is going to activate their Either Protector and is going to detect magic on the shrine. Is there any magic in it?
The shrine is not actually magical, no.
Oh my god.
The shrine's just it's a pretty standard shrine. It's well built. It's beautiful. It's it's a triumph of art, but it is not a magical installation, no. Nor are there any major enchantments on it.
Okay.
And it's possible that magic is used to maintain it, but that's not an enchantment on the building. It's just, it would be a spell cast to maybe repair it or maintain it every so often. But no, nothing is woven into the structure itself.
Well, I spoke with her. Anyone want to learn how to do true balance with the world? Because apparently it can't be taught and it takes eons, and this is great.
I mean, that doesn't sound too surprising. But I mean, we don't need to learn it, right? She's got that taken care of.
She does not know how to do it anymore after she lost her other half.
Oh! Good. Good.
That's tragic.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out something else. I can see how that would happen, I guess.
Quite
I can relate.
And I wasn't able to get where the Emperor is, so we have to find out ourselves. Congratulations, us.
You guys don't think that there's any chance we could maybe, like, ad hoc the Quintao side to this spell?
I think that would possibly be the worst thing we could possibly do. Possibly.
But no, I think leaving it alone would be worse.
These are all just opportunities to find a good solution.
Sometimes when you try to fix something, you end up making it even worse.
Yeah, but when you don't try fixing it, you definitely let it go else.
Let's
In this
try and...
situation,
I have not given up on
Anyway.
doing this the right way yet.
I don't know if it is the right way, but we'll figure something out, I guess.
Kurla is
I
just
feel it rather
looking
presumptuous of us to try
across.
to think we could help them
Yeah,
over
exactly.
their grief.
It seems like I haven't gotten over my normal model span grief, so I don't really think I'm going to be working for anyone's divine eternal something. We can talk to the Emperor, but we have been told that he's not going to have what we want. I'm trying to figure out alternatives.
Well,
I don't.
it seems that unless we can go back in time or make this dragon forget, it's useless to us.
I mean, maybe this Emperor has something that will help us here. Maybe he's got some insight that could.
Vera,
Riz,
what
Yes?
about that scroll? What if I was able to transfer a memory to myself?
Like, take away her memory?
No, not take it away. Just learn how to. Figure out what the balance is.
I mean, maybe if you can do such a thing with that spell. I don't really know what the limits are of it. I just knew it was powerful enough to...
Well, it is called limited wish, so that's
Are
the
you,
limit.
Are you the I don't quite know what you're talking about there, but are you the most balanced of all of us? Are you the one who would be most capable of working that kind of knowledge? I'm not trying to be rude. I don't think that I am either. I'm just trying to figure out who was the best candidate for that.
Yeah, I don't think balance is exactly our strong suit. We're going to have to take what we got, if that's what we're doing. This
I
is
am not
the
seen as
second
balanced.
He didn't.
I think you're I think you're the best candidate here.
I wasn't saying you were or you weren't. I'm just trying to figure out who is. If someone is going to try and have this power transfer to them by whatever you're going to do, are you the one most likely to pull it off? I'm merely asking the question. If you think you are, then excellent. Go for it.
Well, now I'm not as confident.
No, I'm not as balanced.
It
This
can be
is the
taken
second-
away in an instant, apparently.
It's but like,
Kyla's going to look around for Jira.
Jiro's not there.
Piece of shit.
see, like the second least balanced group of people that I know. So,
But
Who's
I'm
the
very
first?
balanced. What are you talking about?
well, okay.
Like,
There's
my
an
worship is all
overlap. Some
about
of the
like
people
balance and like
know.
understanding, like being together, You know, that's like the
Oh,
entire
well,
point.
you got this, fella. What are we even worried about? And you go just
Okay.
use your balance to him off to Deadlands.
Probably.
Should we maybe table this and try and speak to the Emperor? And then
Let's try to figure
Yeah, I
out
see.
where the Emperor is in this city.
Oh, you'll come back if we need to.
Tired. There's a lot of things, words that I can't use.
what can we do to help you, Raz? Anything?
Let me sleep tonight?
Wait, did you do that scene again?
Did you not get enough sleep last night?
That's true. That does seem to be more on you.
Slight
anyway,
smell.
was
Why
it
didn't
not
you get
Fella.
enough sleep last night?
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Hummel can explain
Are
it
you
to
having
you.
nightmares?
I wish at this point.
You wish you were having nightmares.
That's
That
not a
doesn't
good
sound
thing.
fancy.
So, shall
Well,
we all
maybe it
just
can be
head
a
back
good
to the
thing.
carts in the Verdo then and maybe make camp, or are we going to try and see the Emperor?
Let's try to figure
Today,
out
or-
where the Emperor is.
Yeah,
Right.
let's meet up.
That we
Wait,
would
nightmares
waste
are
the
good, it
whole
helps you
day
feel
otherwise.
So to the city then.
So, looking at the city, you can see a towering spire made of precious metals and beautiful Kintao architecture. The building sits upon a cliff above the lakeside and seems to radiate light during the day, making it appear otherworldly. Its wide tiered roofs have carved statuary depicting dragons and other spirits, each painted with metallic paints so they reflect in the sun.
Maybe
If
I
we,
don't know where to find them on
Maybe it's there.
If I had to guess, the Emperor of a land that's, likes its dragons and so forth, that if I were the Emperor, that's where I would hang out, personally. Seems like a safe bet.
I would live in a little house next to a river.
Yeah, I would build a house like that and then live somewhere else so people would not bother me.
Yeah. Well, it's the first place to try.
Yes.
Ugh,
So you want to head that way?
Yeah.
might as
all right.
well.
Okay,
Let's escape
so-
the city.
So as your group heads to the gate of the town, you are stopped by a number of guards wearing jade-colored armor, and they ask, "What business do you have here?"
We got like papers. This
Yeah, we have our papers, I believe.
Okay. They look over your papers and they say, you must be here to seek an audience with the Emperor.
Yes.
Aye, that's correct.
Very well, follow us. So they will examine your papers, hand them back to you, and then lead you through the city streets all the way to the gates of the Celestial Palace.
Pardon me, sir. We are obviously strangers in your land and strangers to this city and strangers to seeking audience with one such as your Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
Are there matters of protocol or perhaps advice that you might be willing to lend us that we might give no offense and that we might be more potentially successful in our aims?
I doubt you will need it.
You don't quite take your meaning there.
They don't elaborate further.
Maybe
So the
it's a
guards
fun
bring
day.
you to the gates of the Celestial Palace, and there you see scores of well-wishers and petitioners. You see people here. There's even more people here than there were at the shrine that are sort of just gathered around, loitering around these gates, unable to gain access, that are here for various things. Some of them are praying, some of them are milling about talking to other petitioners. And the gates are not manned, they're just closed. And beyond lies this beautiful palace.
Detect magic.
This place is heavily magical.
Everything
In
is
fact,
magic.
as you get closer to it, you see the palace itself has sort of this, I would almost say, a reflecting pool around it in the front. There are actually like waterfalls, twin waterfalls coming out of the front of the palace that filter into this reflecting pool, and you realize that it's not water flowing out of these holes in the building to form waterfalls, it's actually quicksilver.
Oh.
So it's incredibly shiny and bright looking.
Well,
So
we won't have any changeling problems here, I guess.
I imagine that the cases of sunburn in this place are insane, where all the light is constantly reflecting everywhere.
it's a very bright place, that's for sure.
Second only to mercury poisoning.
I can only assume that carts aren't allowed here because you'd be blinded instantly.
So yeah, between the statuary and the paint and the quicksilver, it is really breathtaking. It's the kind of architecture that you've really never seen quite this way before. Because these are not short waterfalls. These are like probably 15 stories tall coming out of this palace. These twin quicksilver waterfalls.
Now, did the guards escort us on foot? Did we sort of leave the cart and carriage at the gate?
They led you and the carts to this point. Yeah, it's a pretty wide open forum in front of the gates, and there's plenty of space to move around.
Oh, so there is space. It's not so crowded that there's nowhere walking room.
Right. No, you can make your way through the crowd pretty easily. They're not like crushed in or dense in any way.
Any bright ideas? Kurla will, I guess, say to the others if we all... Do we all get down from the carts? Do we kind of like clump together and discuss?
When Vera was using detect magic, were the gates?
Oh yeah,
Magical?
everything over here is magical. Yeah, very
Was it
much
like
so.
the gate, or was it like the wall where it's not just the gates, it's just like upwards as well?
Yeah. Yes.
That?
Yes to all.
Okay.
As you cast your detect magic, the gates, the wall around the palace, anything within your 60-foot range regarding this building is enchanted in some way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the wall. And Vera's eye will blink out into the normal subdued glow.
Alright, so we've got to get in through normal means.
And what the normal
If
means.
there are any.
Does it just look like a line that doesn't move?
As far as to get in,
Yes.
it's not really forming like a proper queue, but you get the sense that some people have been here longer than others, and they've sort of made their way to the front.
Vera,
Yes, brother?
can you borrow the Mask of Honeyed Words, just in case if I talk out of turn, maybe I can talk myself out of it, you know?
Bitch should make his own mask.
Wait, are you planning on talking to them right now?
No, but if I ever put my foot in my mouth, I want to be able to talk my way out of it.
I mean, I would also enjoy not making an ass of myself.
Fair enough.
Get your
Vera,
own
did you-
charisma boosting item, bitch.
Vera, you got a good look at the gate? The magics of it? What kind of...
I'm assuming it's a jumble of yes all.
Yeah, it's a jumble of yes all.
Yes.
Of
It's a heavily enchanted area. There's everything from protection spells to divination spells to defensive, like active defense has been laid into this thing. So you get the sense that they've weaved a lot of magic over a long time into this building and the grounds around it.
So lots of different types of magics being used in the gate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have ideas to get their attention, but I think they are probably last resorts.
Do you mind if I try something stupid?
How
Maybe
stupid
we
are you
should try something
talking?
smart first.
I was gonna actually just whisper at the gates and see if it could tell.
That's
Go for
not
it.
stupid. Stupid would be like,
Well,
trying
I
to
mean, like,
jump off the
I'd
gate.
feel a little silly just whispering at the gates, but like, fingers crossed.
I thought you meant something like
Sometimes
hurling yourself at the gates, so no whispering
I'm
to them.
not an
sounds-
idiot.
No,
No,
talk
you're
to the
not.
gate all you
that
want.
would be really
We'll try to
Talk to
figure
the
out an
gate.
actual idea over here.
Yep, see? Stupid idea.
See
Vera
if
says
calling
so.
it a friend or something will work.
I don't.
Why would that?
Sometimes you just have to whisper something to make the magic work, and that's
So-
totally a normal thing.
Riz is gonna kind of weave around people quietly. Since they're just one person, it's easier than just moving a lot of people at once. So they're just kind of slowly walking towards it, and they're gonna make their way to the front gate part of this.
Yep.
Okay, no one stops me. Cool.
Traipsing behind you, I guess.
Nope, no one stops you.
I mean, if you guys want to traipse behind me, but I was just
Yeah.
kind of...
Right, I'm gonna follow right behind you.
Yeah, I guess we're all weaving our way through the crowd
And I'm-
to have you back.
gonna get to the gate, just kind of make sure no one's too in earshot, and then I'm just gonna whisper, because you said divination, so I don't know what kind of divination, but that's always a good sign for me, at least. Excuse me, I am from a different place.
Speak up, I can barely hear you.
Oh, you can
You
hear
hear
me.
you hear a voice speak through the gate.
Hello there. My name is Raisin. I did not want to be too abrupt with loudness and such. My name is Raisin, and I come here...
Do you have anything?
Do I need to have something?
Are you not delivering a gift to His Imperial Majesty?
No, we seek an audience with him.
His Imperial Majesty does not take audiences. If you would like, you are welcome to pray on the grounds outside the gate.
If I have a gift, could we be let in?
It depends on the gift. Do you have something?
Do we all hear this, or is it just Riz hearing this?
No, you can all. I mean, if you're close enough, it's coming out of the gate as if it's a person speaking. So it's coming out through as like a normal. The level of the audio is that of normal speech.
We Kurla will sort of nudge Riz, and as if to say, "Can I try something?" We bring a gift more valuable than any other in this world or any other world. A gift of great truth in service of life.
We're full up on that.
Worth a shot,
That was
don't
a
you
bit
think?
obscure.
Worth a shot.
Just to
It's
sell
not,
this?
it's not very obscure. They're full of it, so...
Can't
Do
we
you
just
think
tell
they
them
want the
about the
seeds?
Deadlands? I feel like that's important enough.
I feel like they're not gonna. What sort of gift would be appropriate? You must forgive us. We're filthy foreigners and we don't know these things.
Cheeky.
Can you
Fucking
give us a
cheeky, I like
hint?
it.
Could I have a clue?
Please step back. You may pray if you wish, but unless you have a gift for His Imperial Majesty, there is no entry.
Leans over to Riz. Do you think maybe I can give the seeds?
No, Petravian, I don't think
I-
that's gonna help right now,
I
buddy.
would like to give him my
It's like
foreign
conscious.
seeds.
Okay.
Since we're around people, I'd like to kind of see if anyone's left a gift and just kind of ask around what kind of gifts the Emperor likes, maybe. There's a bunch of
you ask
people
her-
over here.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people, so you can ask around. Make a diplomacy check to gather information, please.
Okay. That's not my greatest, but I gotta try. Do. That's a nat 123.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm a
Okay,
bit nervous
you get-
right now and tired.
You get ignored by everybody.
Excuse.
No,
Where's
you
Deed?
get no information. So no one will talk to you. Either they don't want to talk to a foreigner, or maybe they don't. Maybe they not see you as a foreigner. They just think you're a weird person and don't want to talk to you. But no, you get nowhere with that. Anyone else have anything they'd like to attempt?
I mean, Kurla can also try and ask around, but I feel like that's already been attempted.
Okay.
I have
Well,
a
in that
better
case,
roll.
you all are loitering around the gates for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As
Yeah.
you do, A man in pretty standard like crafter level clothing, so someone in the middle class, will walk up, and he walks up to the gate, says something, and you guys are far enough away that you don't hear his speech. The gate will slide open. He'll walk inside. The gate will slide closed. He'll walk up to the building. The gates of the palace will open. A person will step out. This person in regular clothes will hold up something in the palm of his hand. The person will look at it and nod, and the two of them will go inside the building, and the gate will close.
How the hell did he get in? Did he have a
Lovette, you
backstage
can make
pass or
things.
something?
Yeah, I could do it. I will make something.
Okay.
Sure.
We wait until he comes back out. Find out what the heck he made, and we do something better.
Okay. Do you think the Emperor likes like Pokebushes? No, that's too basic.
I mean, maybe. I haven't seen any around here. That would be kind of cool. But let's see what it was first, okay?
What about a little? Okay.
Little seeds.
Oh, little what?
If he doesn't want truth in service of life, he doesn't want seeds either. I'm sorry, mate.
Maybe a little mechanical dragon in the visage of the celestial dragon.
They might think that's sacrilege.
I don't know. It sounds pretty good. If they were selling that like a star or something, I would probably have to get one. Take it home.
Okay. So
can
you
make
guys want to? You said loiter around till that guy comes back.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for him to come out.
And then
Okay.
mug him.
Building stuff.
Then-
Lovette will be brainstorming, but I don't have brain. Grem brain is not that smart, so no ideas on what she actually makes.
Okay. So in that case, a little bit of time will pass, and about 3 hours later, so this puts us in the early afternoon. What?
No, that's not my card.
No, that's just Riz.
Oh.
Petravian, yes, that is your fucking card.
No, see, mine had the little, the blebs on.
You're holding it
Not
the
the
wrong way
point of
round.
it.
That's the back of the card. You have to look at the front where the see the
Oh,
little right. Okay.
It's the 3 of clubs.
Yeah, that's my card.
Congratulations.
Holy shit! How did you? I actually was thinking of.
The
Because
gate
Riz-
opens again, and this person will step outside, and he's got a very satisfied smile on his face, and he walks out of the palace to the gate. The gate will open, and this guy will start walking down the street back into the main part of the city.
Excuse me.
Potentially looking at his hands.
He carries nothing.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Riz, and I have a question for you if you have time.
I'm sure.
No, don't worry, I can give time
You're a
later.
craftsman? I'm very impressed.
Sorry, this is a maker friend of mine. We saw you were able to present a gift of some kind, and we are kind of new here, and we don't know what is an acceptable gift for the Emperor, and was kind of hoping for some guidance.
I see. I'm not really supposed to talk about it.
Oh,
I just want to know what it is because I think it must have been really good.
if you
It's-
can't talk about it, could you,
Can you talk about what other kinds of things you make?
or, think about
Sure.
it, and I use magic to read your mind?
I run a shop not far from here. You're welcome to purchase anything I've made.
Okay.
Okay.
I
We don't have a lot of money, we just got here.
see.
I'm sure that we can work something out. The Kurla's going to sidle up next to the guy and just give the best, most winning
Yes.
smile.
Are these
Very
toys?
good with Belto.
Is the Emperor a child?
Oh my god, don't say that, Xeno.
So he kind of politely excuses himself from you guys, and will head down the street. Follow him.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll go down the road and take a couple of turns, and eventually stop at a little shop here that seems to specialize in toys.
Oh no, it is a child! Or it's someone who's just incompetent. It's one of the two.
Maybe it's Legos. Legos is for
it's
everybody
Legos.
until you turn 99, in which case it's illegal.
Well,
What?
yeah, it's true. I mean, once you're 100, I mean,
Yes.
it's up
You can
through
be
99. You can be 99. You can't be higher than that.
Sorry, mate. I can't sell you these.
Lego
Gold.
boxes have an upper age limit on the of,
What
nine,
the
of
friggity?
99. So
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't know this?
I didn't
Yeah.
get Legos when I was little. We
They
weren't
don't.
rich.
They don't want
They
you.
say-
They don't want these old people to get choke on the Legos.
Apparently.
so we followed this guy to his toy shop.
Yeah, you fall into a toy shop. He opens it up and flips a sign that said like "Be back soon" to open, and
Marvelous.
he'll go and sit at a little bench and start to carve some things out of wood. But you see, there's like display shelves in here with all manner of toys and puzzles and games and things like that. Just all kinds of little fun things to do.
Are we allowed to play with any of them? Like, are there test
Yeah.
samples out?
Yeah, of course. This is a world that doesn't have like plastic packaging, so
Cool.
like they're just sitting out. Like you can just pick them up.
Okay.
Have they got like the tops with the rope?
Yeah, the top with the yeah, sure, why not?
Lovette's getting ideas.
Lovette, I got.
Yes.
Big
I got an
fucking
idea.
Beyblades.
What if you were to make like a dragon that if you like turn it different ways, it turns into like a person?
This looks like a chessboard, but they're little just round disc things. How do you even play this? One's black and
The
one's
tops.
white. It's like, no, mate. There's a board, but it's
How is that?
course.
It is called Mahong.
no. That's that. Oh,
No, that's that one.
Is
That-
it Mahong?
that's
That
the
game's
one
called
over
Stop.
there, I think.
Stop.
That's good.
Stop.
Oh, it says go right on it. Right. Oh.
That's good.
I played that game a lot when I was a kid. So,
I thought it was stop, don't touch that.
yeah.
I found a horse. It has a little string in front of it, and it goes and its head does this.
Yeah, one thing you notice is that these toys are all well made, and a lot of them involve articulation. So like they all have like a joint or something, and then you can manipulate to play around with them.
Are there any bees
There's also puzzle games. Are there
or insects
bees?
of any kind?
Probably not. Sadly.
They just lost a customer.
Oh my
Yeah,
fucking god.
I know, right?
They don't need your dirty, like,
Do they have
barbarian
a-
money.
Do they have any boule shaped toys?
No.
I think that's
What do you think they are,
bootleg.
barbarian?
They just lost a second customer.
Yeah.
3 strikes were out.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lovette, you think you've got anything that's sort of up this type of?
I can come up with something, yes.
Mm,
Yeah.
take
I
it
was
Mechanical
thinking
or
a
something
small
like-
toy would be neat, but then I thought, oh, the employer would not want that.
You could just give away Archie.
I wasn't going to say it.
Maybe we shouldn't bring Archie inside.
No.
Can't do that.
It's like, what is your gift? My boy.
Father, help me!
I'm sorry, son. It's for the greater good.
Well, how about we take a day to work on that? And, excuse me, can I get this little horsey? And Riz holds out some of the clay coins they have.
Okay. You don't have enough clay coins. You have.
I have some of the
enough-
paper money.
Yeah, they'll take the paper money. Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah. So he takes some of the paper money and he gives you back a different amount of paper money.
Oh.
Oh no! Why do I feel like Riz getting fucking swindled? Just
Oh, this.
Oh, they-
I'll take these ones though, right?
I'll
What
take
does
the small
this
horse
say
for
on it?
the equivalent of, a $10,000 bill. Sure, let me just count you out $5 in change.
Takes those and then gives you some. So he takes the one that's this color and gives you some back that are a different color.
Thank
And
you.
you don't really know how this works
Not
because
yet.
it's not like there's not like a simple idea of like, oh, this is this and that is that. So it's like, oh, and now you have some blue ones.
Oh, they're
So-
so pretty.
Well, these ones are better than the last one.
There's more of them.
They come in all these different colors. I want to collect them all.
Copper, silver, gold, and he's just simple.
You're forgetting platinum Petravian. Platinum is beautiful.
Oh, that's too much. That's too complicated.
That's too rich for my blood. I'm a
So yeah,
simple
you can
person.
you can purchase an articulated horse toy.
It's the simple things in life that bring you joy.
See, Lovette, I'm sure you can make something that, like, the dragon that turns into a
Yeah,
person.
I know, I got some. I'm getting ideas.
I'm just
Ooh,
staring.
can those people, like join together and make a bigger person?
Thank you very much for this. I love it very much. I'm leaving shop now.
I'm just harshly judging Risen.
Thank you kindly for
He'll,
everything. All best wishes to you.
Before you can leave the shop, he'll say that that toy, if you rear its head up and then snap it back, there's a surprise.
Cha-chuk.
Yep.
Ka-chuk.
And you do that, and as you do that, there must be some sort of piece of metal inside that vibrates and kind of goes.
Oh my god.
Nap.
Well, that is taking notes both on like, ooh, all these neat little contraptions, and also, oh, if I ever need to please Riz, I can make this very simple device.
You just need to give Riz horses. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
That's learning that.
Good
It's like,
horses.
oh, I just have to make a slightly more realistic horse than that one, and I can get in their good graces.
You're
Does
already in
Riz
their
have
good
like
graces.
Does Riz
In
have
case
like
of
a secret cabinet that's just full of little teeny tiny horses?
I mean, they do make them for Voska.
That's cool. That's cool. I like
They're
that.
the red ones, correct?
Yeah, they're based off of the Dolly horses from Scandinavian traditions.
Nice. I like that. That's cool.
For personal reasons. Because I'm a fucking loser.
So yeah. So after seeing the contents of his shop, what would the party like to do? Now that you've
Couldn't
Right,
buy
so
anything
what do you
for
need,
a
Lovette?
doobie.
I need just an evening to think these over. I don't really need anything.
Okay.
I've got plenty of materials.
So do we want to take a night in the Vardo? Will they let us back in?
We can just, I think, stay by the gates. It looks like people are just kind of staying there.
They just hang out? Okay.
Yeah, why don't you guys go back? I'm gonna grab Jiro, or at least figure out where he is first.
Okay.
Let them know what's happening.
Okay. You go. You guys return to that square in front of the palace, and you find Jiro
Oh.
kneeling down, or like, sort of praying, almost, like fully on the ground, leaned forward, bowing toward the palace.
I sit next to him.
All right. He sits up and looks over at you.
Hey.
He waves and signs back. Hey.
So profound.
And Riz is just gonna sign. I was able to talk to the mother dragon, but I wasn't able to get much past basic conversation with her before she got too tired to talk. I'll probably try again on another day when I have more energy. But we think we know how to get inside to talk to the Emperor tomorrow.
He nods, and then he'll respond by signing, "Just don't push yourself too hard. I know that can be taxing for you."
The world is more important than one person's life.
He'll give you a smile, and then sigh, stand up, and offer his hand.
Riz will take it.
And the two of them walk back toward the Vardo as we fade to black for a short break.
checkers and pleasers, we are back.
I wonder-
Beardy, can you give us that fresh recap, Famalama Ding Dong?
Oh no, I wasn't mentally prepared for a
You
fresh
gotta
recap.
rap.
Oh no, I have to rap? Ah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
there's
that's
no
what makes
way.
it fresh.
No, all of the no. So,
Right.
we are in the city of Chonglai, the capital of the Qintao Empire. You guys are here to try to talk to the Emperor. You tried to talk to Bailong the Dragon, but Bailong's sleepy. And sleepy dragons don't like to talk to people. So you came to the Celestial Palace to try to talk to the Emperor, and they won't let you in because you don't have a gift. Someone else did come by and drop a gift off and got invited into the palace and then came out like 3 hours later. And you followed them back to their place of business, which is a toy shop. So it kind of gave you all at least an idea of the kind of gift that would get you into the palace. Riz bought a toy horse, and that's pretty much where we left off.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do that over. None of that fucking rhymed.
Wow.
I'm just gonna go.
Your beat was on
Hi, Beardy.
point though. So I meant to ask you in the break and I forgot to. Do you want me to deduct any money for my own little toy building projects?
What are you making?
Can't mention that.
I've
on
got a
stream.
few things.
Okay.
So how about I'll present them in character and then you tell me what I need to deduct afterwards?
Sure.
That's
yeah, go
cool.
for it. Sorry, that
Well-
was a thing. Continue.
Well, whenever we've gathered, whenever we're ready to go to the Emperor, I'll have these things ready.
Okay, so a day goes by then? Because you said you'd take
Sounds
the
good.
evening.
Probably.
Riz
Should I
for
make
the-
a check, by the way? Sorry.
Check for
Should I
what?
make an engineering check to build these things well?
I mean, that's up
Or
to
a
you.
clockwork check?
I mean, it depends on, like, you've not told me anything about them, so I can't really tell you. I mean, maybe. Are they highly complicated devices that require a check
Frankly,
to make?
no, but, like, Lovette's going to make sure they're very engineeringly precise.
Mhm, mhm. Are they made of precious materials that would require a large amount of money?
I don't really know what we've got on hand, so, like, possibly? I'm like, we didn't have anything to make them out of except diamonds.
Okay. Yeah, I had to make them out of diamond dust we glued together.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
you could melt down some of your gold.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, because I'm like, I don't know, if you're willing to let me get away with, I would like to make them out of wood, then I would like to make them out of wood or like non-precious light metals like copper.
Mhm.
But I don't know how finicky we want to get about having that on hand.
Copper's a good
I mean-
metal to work with.
You're in a very large city. You can get a hold of basically any material you need, so you can
Yes.
find a place that sells copper.
Yes. Do you need to get attracting money for that?
Again, it depends on quantity you're buying. I mean,
They're going to be small things. Small
yes, I would like
toys.
you to deduct some money for them, but I can't
Okay.
tell you that until you give me any bit of information.
Well, I can give you a bit of information. It just seems kind of pointless to do it like and then literally say it again in character.
So say it in character.
Alright, we
we-
take
we-
the night, we sleep, Lovette works on
Yeah.
the thing. It's the next
Okay.
day unless someone has something.
Yeah, I go up to Lovette. I knock on the fucking cube. What the fuck are you making?
I'm like,
That doesn't help. I was literally about to open the door, and then knocked me over. I'm gonna make sure nothing's broke. Okay, alright, okay. So I came up with a few things. We might want to get those. This might be big. I don't know. Okay.
so I come out. I bring out like a couple of tops, a bowl. I've got a little like mechanical dragon
Mhm.
and a little metal brick. And I'm like,
Okay, so there's 3 different things I've got here. Okay, so I saw those tops in there. They were really interesting, but they kind of well, just like they just go around in a circle, and I thought that's nice, but you know, it's just something you can do with your learn. So I tried to optimize them, and I came up with all these little nicks and bobs, and I thought, what if it'd be fun if you had 2 of them? So I put this ball in here, you take 2 of them, and you shoot them at each other, and they bounce apart, and then the first one to stop moving loses. Alright, this is second idea. Yeah, it's like a game. It is a game. So there are the rules and things.
That's
you know,
pretty
in case
cool.
it's like this. Well, okay, I thought about what you said. So I started working on that too. So I made like, I make more clockwork, intricate device here. So this guy, if you pull this, turn this lever,
And it's got like a little key turn, and I turn it, and it turns into like a person.
it shifts into a person like the dragons. Yeah, they thought you'd be. and then you
Oh,
can
that's
turn, but
very
again, you
cool.
turn back. But this is. I'm really proud of this.
I just hold out a tiny little block of metal with little round circles.
This is perfect.
What is it?
Well, it's when you have two of them, so you can connect them here, or like this way, you can connect them over here. It's you don't understand. All you have to do is like get the layers to cut them the same shape and size. You could build anything. It is a
I'm
perfect
not sure I
early
follow.
engineering tool.
Can't you just like carve something out of a block of wood to make a thing
Not if
Yeah.
easier?
you're a child. It's dangerous. This is
Couldn't you
this
get
is
like
super.
an adult to make it for you then if you're a child?
Right?
What if they don't have the engineering knowledge, and plus you don't learn anything yourself?
It looks more like something that a child will eat and then die.
Yeah, like a choking hazard.
Yeah, that's never gonna catch on. I'm sorry.
I don't understand why you don't. But the point, it's a.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel so bad. I'm sorry. Okay,
Like
You're
the-
good, my
Grem,
man.
I'm genuinely sorry
This
because
is exactly how I expected this to play out in my head, so you're all good.
like the first three sounded fine, but the last one was just like a chore or something.
But you can put them together.
It's like shaking my head.
Plus, what if you don't have long enough nails to take them apart again? That's gonna be a real pain in the arse.
Oh, well, you just
And the only problem, I mean, the problem is you'd have to make every single one perfectly identical-ish, so that they could fit together.
And are
yes,
you,
but that's a product.
are you like building it just out of your head, or are you following instructions? Because what if you lose the instructions? Then you're really screwed.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, who doesn't love instructions? So
Was one of those the dragon that Petravian suggested? Because I actually like
Yes.
that idea. Okay, good.
yes, yes.
You're
I like
gonna
that
give
one.
him royalties right down the road for each one that you sell.
Look, I am not
I don't
no
think
talent.
we
I
sh-
don't care about that sort of
We
thing.
should really worry about that at this point in time. I think the fate of the world might be a little more important than Lovette making toys in the future, yes?
I was teasing again. I just don't have that.
Speaking of time,
Try to raise my hand when
Um,
I'm joking or something.
Actually, we could get
Riz.
an oil.
Yes.
I had a thought.
Good for you.
Well,
That's a
more like
first.
thought.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mate.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not internally. So you have the ability to. He's trying to put the words together. So when you, I guess, jumped back through time when the other timeline that didn't turn out so great. Where did that come from?
I don't think I understand your question, Petravian. I apologize. What?
Where did the magic from the ability for when you, I guess, went through time come
Where
from?
does time
Which deity did you pray to?
Well, it just kind of happened when I died.
I'm sorry. That was really that's insensitive. Let me. So, if it just happens, what if you were to use the wish spell to end whatever time magic thing you're using to talk to the dragon?
Yeah,
That
same magic comes from me. Same energy. The thing that I went back
Okay.
in time, the thing I used to talk to the dragon, the thing I used to talk to gods, all the same magic for me. It is all, it's me, okay?
Oh.
There is no praying, it's just something I can do. That's the only thing I can do on my own. I think.
So, just as a quick aside, just to make it clear, Riz does not travel through time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I made that. I don't know if that was clear enough. Riz sees the future, right? So
Wait, so
Okay.
Riz, when we at the Petrus, the Riz did not go back in time?
correct. Riz did
Oh.
not jump back in time.
Okay.
Riz sees
Okay,
the
my
future
apologies.
and saw the events that would play out down a certain path of events
Oh,
and altered it by
okay.
using fate points.
Oh,
Gotcha.
good to
Okay.
know.
Sorry. Sorry.
So Riz
Sorry.
doesn't actually jump through time. Riz sees
Okay.
Riz sees potential futures using fate points.
Okay.
This is news.
So-
for me,
Gotcha.
too.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
I just want to make sure that the powers were more clear.
Thank you. I
that
appreciate
it's
that.
It's not that Riz is literally jumping back and forth in time. It is that Riz sees potential futures, and in game effects plays them out until something tragic happens, and then can use fate points to make that into a premonition. Does
Gotcha.
that
Okay.
track? Okay.
That absolutely tracks. That
All right.
I didn't. Makes perfect sense to me.
I
Okay,
guess it's
cool.
just real to Riz, though, then?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Riz still has all the memories of all of that. Yeah.
Yay.
Gotcha.
Great. Cool.
Yeah.
So,
So
Anyway,
Yeah, Riz,
sorry.
where does time come from?
it's just something I can do. It's not really a prey thing. Sometimes it's instinctual. Sometimes it's just like
Okay.
pushing my body almost. Okay, lately it seems more like that, but you know.
Gotcha. Okay. It was just a thought.
Well, you asked a question. Was there more to that?
Yeah. Well, if you were to use your power, combine it with the wish spell, or with the limited wish that Vera gave you, would you be able to somehow communicate with the past? It's stupid. I'm sorry.
I mean, my idea was to try to get the information of what that balance was with that spell, but perhaps the Emperor will have answers today.
I mean, I like toys, but
Sorry.
I'm sure Hummel does too.
Almost
So
shrugs.
Jiro will walk
shall
up
we?
Jiro will walk up to Lovette and take a look at these items assembled, and will take the tops and will pick one up and then point to Lovette and point to the other one.
Yes, please. I have not gone to test this with a second person yet.
And Jiro will, count down his fingers, and then
What did I count so you can keep your hands on
and
something?
then we'll rip these cords at each other and toss the top into the little bowl, and they get in there and they start clacking at each other.
Okay, and then magical monsters come out of the tops, right?
No,
No?
no,
Oh,
I
that's
can make
weird.
that happen.
no.
I
Not on
can
these.
make that happen.
Lovette, roll a
Blades pop
d20.
out.
Yes.
Very into this. Oh, that's a pretty typical roll for me.
Yeah,
That's a
nice
9.
with that. All right. So Jiro will rip the top at the same time Lovette does. They get into this little bowl and they start like clacking at each other, and popping and popping and popping, and then finally Jiro's will get just the right angle on Lovette's top
no!
and cause it to fall to its side and spin out.
Oh, tough luck, Lovette.
But that was so exciting.
That actually was pretty neat. Can I try?
We don't want to whale them out. Let the Emperor.
Jiro will sign. Surely the Emperor will like something like this, right?
I hope so, right? I don't know. I hope so.
As long as it's not the stupid brick idea.
I mean,
it is not a stupid idea. It just needs some more work on it, a little more shopping.
Or if there are other kinds of pieces.
Yeah, you need more than one type of piece.
Vera takes off her mask just so you can see her condescending glare.
No, Vera, come on. No, Lovette, this was actually a pretty, at its core, a really neat idea. Just one piece isn't gonna make everything.
But that's why there are two.
What if it had weights in it?
It might be heavy for a child.
Nah, I just add a warning label.
What if you step on him, though?
I mean,
These?
then you're an idiot. There's... No.
They're square shaped. They wouldn't be that bad, right?
You have them square-shaped?
Well,
These corners are kind of sharp.
bricks are square.
Again, this I think
Oh, I
at its
thought we were
core is
talking about
a
the
great
tops.
idea.
Oh.
Should
Oh
we,
no, the brick pieces.
What are the brick pieces?
should we maybe
Yeah,
try
so you
and
did
get in to see
clicks.
the Emperor then, or
Yeah. Let's get
um,
going.
maybe
And
continue this for another few hours where the world burns?
as we're walking outside, Riz is going to stop Jiro for a second. Like, right before we get to the gates, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I have something for you. And they...
Jiro will sign back. All right. Is everything okay?
Oh, yes, I couldn't make them, though, so... It's not as cool as all the other gifts lately, but, I have these, I believe they were called jade bracelets. And I was wondering if you would allow me to put one on you, and if you would put one on me.
If you know what I'm saying.
Jiro will look at the jade bracelets and look at you, and then we'll sign back. These have a very specific meaning. Did you just buy these because you thought they looked nice, or do you know what they mean?
I thought I knew what they meant.
He thinks about it for a second, and then we'll hold up his arm.
And Riz will slowly work the bracelet over his knuckles. It's kind of rough, but it gets over there eventually and onto his wrist. And they hold out their arm.
He'll take the jade bracelet and do the same. Sliding it ever so gently, popping it over their knuckles and onto their wrist.
And Riz will just lean forward and rest their forehead on his for a moment.
Yeah, he's gonna give a hug. He's gonna give a hug there in that moment. What's the rest of the party doing?
I got the big bowl with all the toys in it.
All right, you going up to the gate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think hanging back and observing everything going on in the square, including that interaction. But then, yeah, Kurla will head up behind Lovette.
Just heading up with Lovette.
Lovette, you arrive at the gate.
Do we knock or do they?
Hello?
Speak up. I cannot hear you.
Yes, we are here with a proper gift. Apologies for definitely yesterday. Maybe brings
The
his
gate
flower.
opens.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Right.
let's go. Let's go.
Riz
Oh.
kind of intertwines their fingers with Jiro and starts to follow the group.
Plus, we got no shortage of truth in the service of life. If that,
Hold on.
Carlos is going to smirk to himself.
There's no response. You head closer to the palace, and you're walking, flanked by these 2 reflecting pools full of quicksilver. And the gate ahead of you will crack open, and a person will step out onto the top step. And a series of steps moving, leading up to the entrance of this grand building. And he's going to examine your gift.
Okay, greetings. These are stuff like gifts. I just support this for convenience. Well, it's related to one of them, but it's not that they don't all go together exactly. Anyway.
I will deliver this to the Emperor. Thank you. Takes the bowl.
I would really like to be there because there's a bit of operation to them, and I really, it's important to me that they are explained properly. Not that the Emperor, of course.
His
is not
Divine
here to
Majesty
just-
can figure anything out.
Of course.
Thank you.
But it's just I
Please?
brought into for another showmanship. It would
He turns
show me
and
great
walks back
honor.
into the building, and the gates close behind him.
Oi. My blinks.
I don't think you like the bricks.
I don't think you like the bricks either. I think
That
the
was
bricks are going to
rude.
make it all confusing.
Very, very rude.
All right. Did we have a plan B or plan C? I don't even know what plan we're on at this point.
Riz
Q.
pushes on the door just to see if it'll open.
The door holds fast. Jiro looks at you terrified.
I just wanted to see if that was like a, okay, my turn first, and now it's your turn.
Jiro will sign. We should probably head back out.
Okay.
Does anyone
You've
get that
replaced it.
guy's name? Because I could send him, and if you got a name, and then we could
I mean,
cause maybe he just doesn't know that he closed the door on us because maybe it closes automatically behind
I
him.
turn to leave.
You know-
So,
maybe if he likes the toys, then if you make more for him and you bring them tomorrow, then he'll actually let you in. Possible.
No, that was some concentrated research.
I don't know what else to do. We can't exactly break down the door, can we?
No,
Wait.
that's not a. No, we can't do that.
My usual toy expert is kind of not been on the top of his game lately, so I don't.
we can go and try to talk to the mother dragon again today while you're working on those.
You sure? Don't do anything to hurt yourself, please.
I just don't know what else to do.
We'll think about it. We don't need to resort to self-harm.
It's... Riz's cheeks get a little puffy for a second as... That seemed to have touched a chord.
I didn't mean to insinuate that. I suppose there are different things. I just, you know what I mean.
I am afraid to dawdle.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Me too.
Hey, Riz, remind me.
We're walking outside by
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I'd assume.
Yeah.
You make
Yeah,
it back
Well,
out
that
the
was like
gate.
the last
and-
one to turn around, but she will
The-
close eventually.
Yeah, and as you leave the courtyard, the gate will close behind you. As you do, you see the toy maker walking up.
Perception check to see what the heck he's got in his hands.
Nothing right now.
Nothing right now. Okay.
His hands are
Okay.
empty.
Oh, hello again.
Hi there, buddy.
Oh, hello.
Are,
He said,
are you okay? I'm sorry. Do we make you uncomfortable? We don't.
no, I'm here on business. That's all.
Oh,
Yes, just thank you for the tip yesterday.
Oh yes, did you enjoy the horse?
yes.
Good.
I put it with my little collection. I like horses a lot.
Collection?
You are a wonderful toy maker, by the way.
Thank you. I
You're welcome.
pride myself on my work.
Is there anything else you make other than that?
What other than toys?
Oh yeah, I was wondering if there's like secret stuff you make instead, like something just for you maybe that you don't sell.
Before the
He kind of looks uncomfortable for a second.
Never
no.
mind. Sorry,
I run a
Please,
toy
what
shop.
kind of toys are you trying to buy?
Oh, it's not toys. I just didn't know if he made like I don't know, puzzles. Oh,
Yes,
Puzzles, not toys?
that's a type of toy.
is it?
Of course. I make puzzles all the time. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a cube that has
Lovette.
these little recessed bits that you have to slide around to make it do things. I make puzzles all the time. And then he stops and he puts it back in his pocket. I have to go.
All
you-
right.
And he walks past you all and gets to the gate.
So, 1 second. So during that time, Vera was whispering something to Hummel, and Hummel is going to follow this guy to the gate and listen to what he's saying.
Okay. In that case, Hummel will hear the following. Good morning. It's Guo. Oh, good morning. Do you have another one? Yes. I'm sure this one will be more challenging. Very well. The gate opens, and the man walks through the courtyard, and as Hummel tries to enter the courtyard, they can't. They get rebuffed as if the wind is pushing them away.
The swarm's greatest enemy.
Wind.
That is true though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the light breeze can destroy my swarms.
So
Oh.
puzzles.
Okay, so
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out, but he only got a quick look.
so
But
Hummel. Oh, sorry. Continue.
oh, sorry.
It's fine. Could I have made? I didn't want to interrupt, but I was going to ask a bit ago if I could made a perception check because Lovette's not really thinking about taking the idea of crafting a puzzle from this guy, but she sees a puzzle and she wants to solve it. So she's like, "Oh, can I make a perception check to see if she saw enough of the puzzle to try and solve it in her head?"
You wouldn't have seen enough of it to know how to solve it because you
Okay.
didn't see every side of it.
Okay.
But you kind of get the idea of its operation, at least from seeing it. And it
Okay.
has to do with sliding little blocks along channels on a central cube to get it to do something, but you're not sure exactly how it functions without seeing it or manipulating it yourself.
That seems so easy. Yeah, you just.
Why don't
I
you
guess you
make
mean
like
that-
the most complex puzzle you can make?
Or an impossible one that they'll need to talk to you about to solve.
Just
I
make
know.
sure that if you solve it, you don't end up in some sort of hell dimension.
Okay, you guys, I got it. It is a puzzle. It definitely has to be a puzzle.
Oh, thank you, Hummel.
I already fucking knew that.
Well, I tried.
Yeah, I tried too. Like, also, I couldn't get inside. Like, there's like a barrier there, so.
Or just take
Well,
a
like a
step away
snail.
from Hummel.
Appreciate the
Go a
effort,
bit
Star.
closer to continue talking to,
Oh.
like, right in front of your face.
I know. I do have a puzzle. I don't want to give it to him, but I wouldn't
What
mind.
puzzle's that?
Yeah, what kind? And
Pull
Hummel will
out
go
Archie's
towards Lovette.
sphere.
Can you get him to start?
Ooh. I wonder. So, he'll have to ask you to come in.
How will you get it back?
That's what I'm worried about. I'm trying to figure
You
out.
call it back?
I don't. Well, I'm not. It's not that simple. Like, it can be, but if they have a means to preventing magical transportation,
Hmm.
then I lose him.
Yeah, that's that.
Oh, we wouldn't let him get lost.
I don't know. There's like a
Yes.
wall around the place that has a magical barrier that.
A lot that
Right,
could go
I
wrong in
agree
that
we
plan.
wouldn't. So what are we doing to make that not happen?
What kind of puzzle do you think you can whip up by tomorrow, overnight, if you burn the candle at both ends?
Something like that, I guess. Nothing as good as that, but I could probably sort something together. Do you think that it would take too long to explain to the people at the gate if the puzzle requires you to go into a pocket dimension?
I think that
It sounds
they
really
might
suspicious.
think you're trying to abduct the Emperor, which might not go over well.
I see also because you beat up all the Yetis.
I mean, you could always start with that dragon thing, but give it more steps. So you have to, like, make it a person yourself? I don't know.
I will do my best to recreate Archie's operation.
Alright, so if you're working on that, are the rest of us on dragon duty?
Either that or we see what else we can find in this city. So there's any other options here? Or any ways into this place?
I feel like if we don't go through official channels, we're just asking for trouble. As time-consuming as they may be.
It's not as bad as it could be. We are actually in the country, remember?
And
We
not
got
with the
here.
entire army trying to kill us, so...
Yes.
I
We
do
got
have a
here
question.
legally, we're here legally.
So, wait. I think we're bypassing a question. Why is the Emperor filling his time with puzzles? Shouldn't he be wanting to talk to take an audience?
I mean, if he's old and
Oh,
eccentric and
come on.
rich, then... Maybe
But
that's
he's
just...
the Emperor.
Petravian, what have I told you
Oh.
about all rich people?
Petravian. Look at this way. Who is the most powerful person we met in Prota?
True.
It kind of goes hand in hand.
What, want an entertainment? Having a short attention span?
All of the above. I mean, I'm not going to make such assertions about someone we have not met, but
You kind of just did by comparing him to the guy in Prota.
well, I'm just saying. No, I wasn't making all of that assumptions. I'm not saying they're the same person. Don't put words in my mouth.
They wasn't, but alright. My god, talking to you is like talking to a brick wall sometimes. Shall we go to the dragon then?
Look at me back with legs.
Sure.
Why don't you two,
I gesture at Kurla and Risen.
why don't you two go to the dragon? I'd like to look around this area a bit more.
Sure. Let's leave the cart and Varda here. Lovette, will you be working here, or...?
I might walk around town a bit if everyone is okay
Alright.
with it.
Riz casts knock on their Vardo. There we go. Don't let
Alright.
anyone touch you. They say to the horse.
Is Jiro coming with? I don't even see him.
Jiro?
Jiro's with Riz right now.
Oh, there
They
you
did
are. Bloody
the-
hell, you're
the
good at that.
Jade bracelet thing.
Well, since we all know what we're doing, let's get to that. I'm gonna go this way, and Vera just points in a random direction.
Okay. Come on, Kurla. Jiro, let's head to the shrine.
All right. A lot of you head out of the city, leaving behind Vera and Lovette and Petravian.
Mhm.
Okay. So Kurla, Jiro, and Riz head out and head back to the shrine of Bailong. What would you like to do?
Any advice on what I could ask her?
To whom are you speaking?
Both of you guys?
Jiro shrugs.
Kurla is considering the question. Maybe something to do with her daughter. Obviously, she loved her husband very much, or her partner, or her soulmate, whatever you want to call it, but reminding her that she has other family that's still alive and could still use help, that's still gonna be affected by this disaster. I don't know if that's a way to...
I don't think it's really a choice on her end.
I'm not following.
I mean, she just does not, I think, have the will to produce this energy that she once was able to. She does not have balance with the world anymore.
I'm not clear on what you're asking then.
Well, I don't know if being, like, your kids are still alive in here will reinstate the balance when I think she's still very much so mourning for her lost partner.
I get that. I'm just saying, perhaps if she has enough love for her child, perhaps that will counterbalance some of the grief she still feels for her partner, and maybe that will get her in a more conducive place to helping you. I don't know. People are complicated. Dragons are fucking complicated, I'm quite sure as well.
Okay.
Trying to not snap her out of the depression, but reminding her that there are people in the world that need her. I don't know.
I really don't want to make the dragon feel more sad, but
it's a toss-up. It's all the way you approach it, but reminding her that she has family still.
I wish I had the insight to figure out what to say. Sometimes I am going off the cuff on these things, and it is very stressful.
I got that. I wish I could, help you with it, but that's my best guess, is focus on the family stuff.
Alright. I will try a little less energy this time. Okay. Oh my god.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh my
I
god.
thought
Less energy.
I thought you
Less
said you were using
energy,
less
not
energy.
more.
Bloody hell,
Less.
We're
What
gonna
happened?
Frighten everyone with that.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, it's just the
Do
ghost.
someone's son or something.
Wow. Solar flare.
Our ring light just decided today's the day. And just decided to get really bright for some reason.
Is your ring light haunted or
It
possessed?
is.
Our
in some
apartment
way?
is haunted.
Tien uses solar flare.
Did the Rohirrim just turn up or something? Bloody hell.
Condor calls for aid.
My eyes.
All right.
Beacon is lit.
Oh my god.
Now that we've been flashbang,
I'm gonna use like 7 points to try and communicate with her.
Okay. You use 7 of your 13 fate points, and you again reconnect with the consciousness of some great being just beneath you.
Good morning. It is me again. Arisen. From another world, pretty much, person. Who talked about the Deadlands yesterday. Hello.
Still tired.
I understand. Would it be possible for me to attempt to gather your memories of the events of the past in order to find a way to combat this present danger to the entire world? I want to allow you to rest. I really do. I just can't give up on the world.
You will fail.
fuck you, dragon.
Why?
You are not of this world.
I see. Do you know of any possibility, anyone close to you here, or anyone in this world that I could possibly find that could use that information, who could? Your daughter, perhaps. She's still around, and well, we have spoken with her. She's lovely. You have other children, of course, but...
My children. They are not old enough.
I have been told as such by them.
But there is a librarian.
Shut the fuck up, guy. So it's about age. The oldest beings in this world must be dragons, yes? Is there anyone of this world? If I cannot, not because of my time, but because of where I am from, who can?
Surely there are, but I do not know them. I have lived here, always.
Is there any way for me to give you energy to release you from this tiredness?
I'm going to sleep now.
Sweet dreams, Your Grand Majesty.
Thought you were about to call her a grandma.
Yeah, right?
Sweet dreams, you grandma.
And I release from the connection.
And so, yeah, it appears to be based on age and,
Being from here.
sadly, Riz is not applicable.
Nope.
While this conversation is happening, Kurla, I think Kurla and Jerry would still be in kind of the vicinity, keeping a close watch on Riz, but Kurla will be trying to sign something to Jiro, very rudimentary, because they've been studying his hand motions and his sign language, and they're going to be asking the following of Jiro, which is your new bracelet, the one that matches Riz's. That's beautiful. Does it have some meaning?
He blushes slightly and will respond by signing, "It is similar to a custom you have in the West."
I see.
You lot use precious metals as rings. We use bracelets, but it's the same idea.
You love them, right? I mean, you wouldn't have
Bracelet.
exchanged those if you didn't. You love Rez.
It's a very nice bracelet.
You love Rez.
I have
Seems
never
pretty
met
clear to
another
me.
like Riz.
It seems pretty clear to me that Rez loves you. Your honor, I know, is important to you. Your culture is important to you. If going
Sensing a
through
butt.
with
No, go ahead.
if going through with what you're planning on going through with, if we can't talk to the Emperor, if your honor is more important to you than keeping someone that you love and someone who loves you from being miserable, how much is your honor actually worth? I don't want an answer, I just would ask you to think about that for the sake of someone that we both care a lot about. And Kurla will turn back towards Riz.
I'm still in my little trance.
Okay. So a little time will pass, and Riz will pop out.
Ugh. Riz stands up, brushes their clothes straighter again, puts the candle back on the wall.
No luck.
Well, it definitely has to do with age. And you have to be from this world,
Right.
which I am not.
Right.
I had one of those checkboxes, apparently.
So we need someone from this world who's very old. As old as a powerful dragon who can't help us.
Correct. And she doesn't know of anyone, so that's cool.
I'm drawing a blank here.
We can ask our friends. I'm sure they know more. They've been around the block, one would say, yes?
Sounds about right. I don't know, this is getting dicier and dicier and time's getting slimmer and slimmer. There are other dragons, but what, they're all too young? Is that the consensus that we got from her daughter?
Yes, I don't know if our friends know anyone older than, I think it was like 600 years old or something. And Corona's younger than me, apparently, so I think he's
bugger.
out. At least he was like, you're much older than me. Which I'm like, maybe you shouldn't go and comment on someone's age, but like...
I don't know, Rez, this is getting...
I
hope we can at least get in to speak to the fucking Emperor today, otherwise we're 0 for 2, as they say somewhere.
Risen does not meet your eye contact after you say that. I just kind of look away.
You know what? No, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna get in to see the Emperor. We're gonna sort everything out there that we need to, and we're gonna find someone who can pull off this dragon magic nonsense. Not giving up yet.
I can try again tomorrow.
You
Ugh.
holding up all right? Can I know that there's nothing. I know it's a magical exhaustion. I know that's jack shite I can do, but I wish there was something. I hate feeling useless.
Look, I feel very useless even though I'm still making contact. Sometimes it is like that way. Hell, look, at least contacting the gods is actually a little bit easier at this point. I'm kind of upset by this.
I hope the others are at least getting on alright. Shall we go back and try and find them?
Yeah, let's go back to the Vardo and see. We'll meet them there when they get back.
Alright.
And the other one.
I'll go on
Petravian
ahead.
Vera
Let
being
you two
totally lost.
spend some time.
Oh,
Not too far ahead. Just out of earshot.
all right.
Unless you want me to stick around. Oh yeah, it's fine too. Girl is just gonna chuckle and then just sort of move forward, I don't know, 50 yards or so.
Riz just looks at Jiro, holds out their hand to hold.
Jiro will think for a moment and then take the hand. And a lot of you walk back to town.
Yep.
Alright, meanwhile...
Cut back to Vera and Petra being totally fucking lost in the city.
The most important thing is that we're not at that fucking dragon shrine.
I mean, yeah, well, okay. I mean, that's a little rude.
Dragons are bad news. That's what I'm always saying.
Are they though?
I don't trust them.
Are they? I mean, yeah, they're big. Yeah, they could eat you in go one bite, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay. There's got to be at least one that you like.
Name one.
I know stories about that Zell guy.
Could do without.
Why? He protects all those little halflings.
I could sleep easy at night if I knew he wasn't there. Easy. Next. Excuse me, do you know, is there a place that has like a forest or a garden or something in the city? I just asked a random passerby.
Sorry, you were asking them what?
If there's a forest area or like garden area or park in the city.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the locals can direct you. There's actually a very large park area. They'll direct you to the gardens.
Oh, handy.
Which are on the east side of town. It's a very large and incredibly well kept and manicured natural area.
In that case, Vera's going to guide everyone that direction.
Okay. I'd like you to make give me a level check when you arrive at the gardens.
A level check?
Yeah.
Remind the homies how to do a
How
level
does that
check.
happen?
Yeah.
This is the D20 plus 17.
Woo! I was
okay.
right.
20 plus 17, you got it.
Okay, let's see.
No, just Vera.
Oh, just Vera. Okay.
Just Vera.
20 plus 17, you say?
Yep. That's your
Boom.
level, right?
That is.
Yep.
That is a 29. Hey!
Hey,
Yeah,
not
all
bad.
right.
Not bad.
I'll take it. All right. So as you enter this garden, you get the sense that there is a ley line intersection nearby.
Fucking knew it!
Fuck.
Oh.
I was gonna make a check and see if I could connect with it.
Yeah, it's here
Oh,
somewhere.
Oh, interesting. And Vera goes in the opposite direction.
Whoa, hey. Wait, where are you
No, hold on.
going?
There's something over here. Hold on. I'm gonna go.
Are we supposed to go? Are we supposed to go on the grass?
I'm gonna go a distance away where I'm not feeling it as much.
Okay.
That I feel much more comfortable with having the atomic bomb in my pocket.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Well, I was hoping to commune with the place and see if I could figure out where ley lines were in here, but it's right fucking there. It's right fucking there, and I say it to
Do you wanna-
random
do you wanna
person.
look-
no.
Do you want to try to find the actual place, or because if you look in that direction, it's mostly trees. You can't really see much
Okay.
over there. There's
Alright.
enough. There's enough large plant life to block your
Petravian
vision.
thing.
First of all, I haven't told you yet.
Oh, I
Okay,
thought you did.
so, Petravian, can you take this
Mm-hmm.
and go that fucking way? I'll find you later.
There's I'm a understand my own chaos. You need to get it out of my hands.
So
I
it
will-
shall be.
I will see you later. I wave bye to the group, and I'm going to go search in this gardens district and try to
Okay.
find the exact location of this ley line.
Yeah. So you head in, and you're finding these, like I said, these beautiful, well manicured, perfectly coiffed gardens. And as you're working your way through each area of it and past certain stands of trees, because of course it's all segmented out and perfectly organized, you pass through one of the stands, and as you do, you see a lithogate. You see a circle of stones, like you'd have seen at any other ley line conjunction anywhere you've been before, and it looks just as old. And of course, it looks like it was made by ancient druids, not by the Kintao, because it bears none of their markings. And as you get closer to it, you see there's a plaque on the ground in front of it.
What does it say?
It says, "An ancient relic assembled by Western barbarians."
And is that in Cantonese?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's written in the local language. It was added later as an explanation of what it is.
Rude.
Slightly more subtle than what I had in mind.
Yeah.
I was thinking to the stupid, shitty people over the wall.
I mean, that's a different way to translate it, but yeah.
Tomato,
It-
tomato.
It has about the same the same oomph behind it, at least.
Oh, these
It's
people
just, you know,
suck.
this was made by Western barbarians in some ancient time.
See, my mind went to there is nothing of value located here. No great deed is memorial. That whole the nuclear waste. No, never mind.
On this spot, nothing has happened.
Well, good to know they won't miss it if it goes anywhere.
Alright, well, Vera will take note of this and is going to return to the Vardo area.
All right. I'm assuming you rendezvous with the rest of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What was Lovette
Cool.
doing?
I'm going around town to like just get inspiration, see if there's any other toy shops or what kind of things people are into around here. If there's like, just inspiration. But I don't really. I was thinking about it. I don't really feel like it would come to anything. I feel like there's nothing she's gonna really pick up that would be more inspired than trying to replicate RG Sphere.
Sorry, was this actual inspiration or Soul's version of inspiration?
Actual inspiration,
Okay.
not bardic inspiration.
Not Muse.
Well, no.
That was not
Don't
soul
think-
inspiration.
Don't think that that's going to be
That was
around
anxiety
here.
medication for them.
I could have sworn Soul
they
referred
can
to it as
tell the same thing.
inspiration once. Someone did.
Probably to lie about it.
They didn't use Muse that long, to be
They
honest.
really didn't. Somebody, a certain cleric, kind of stopped that pretty early.
That's pretty fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got pregnant, so they couldn't use drugs anymore anyways.
Always happens.
It always happens to the best of us.
Shucks. Struck down in the prime of their life.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they're technically not alive.
Mm-hmm.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
So Lovette doesn't find anything that inspires them.
All right.
You're muted.
So, some time passes, and the entire party is now reunited that evening at the Vardo.
Man, this food here smells really good. I really wish we had money.
Is my food not good enough for you, Lovette?
Oh, I didn't say that.
You feel a
I-
beetle get thrown into your face.
You're not a fan of pesto or something?
I just think the food here smelled really good. I didn't say anything about your food, Sam.
Get a second beetle.
Stop throwing things at me. It doesn't-
There's 3 beetles on their back, like around you, just like wiggling their legs into the air.
Useless little legs that can't touch the
Yeah.
ground.
Either
Like,
eat
I
those or
like-
throw them outside, please.
Look sad, set them on their stomachs, realize they still can't walk, and just kind of like push them to the side, like, okay, well.
Right.
So-
But, yeah, not exactly puzzles in the streets, other than, figuring out where we parked. So,
Could you make them a puzzle that, like a cube puzzle? That if they solve it, they can go into their own little, like,
we went
space.
all these.
Can you...
It would be an abduction attempt. Or seen as one.
Can you do something where it will only assemble or disassemble if you do it in certain piece orders and have to do it at certain angles?
Yes, I suppose so.
I thought I saw something like that in the shop. So
Well, yes, but it seems a little complicated. The best puzzles are ones that are simple to approach, but not simple to solve.
I got nothing.
oh, you got nothing. It's far
got
outside of
these.
my domain here.
It's fine, I've already got an idea.
Oh, you do have an idea.
Yes, I mean the original idea. I'm going to try and make like a second sphere, like Archibald's. It doesn't I'll need to Archivald, but I don't know if I can do that overnight because.
Right of Oscar.
Okay, look, I know that things just happen for you when the gods intervene, Petravian,
Yeah.
but that doesn't exactly work like that for all of us.
Why not? What could it hurt?
I thought you
the-
said you were talking to Voska a lot lately.
I have been. This still makes me do the day work,
They
And
just
then-
raise their eyebrows at you.
and
Plus
then it
you-
criticizes my angles.
Well, I mean, were you
Something
doing them in
6
degrees or
points away.
radians? Just
That's
Humble
exactly what.
thyself. Humble thyself.
No, I will be the best machine. You work in your god, Petravian. Me and mine are having our own conversation.
we're
Do you
putting-
walk into somebody else's kitchen and try to say, I know more than you?
I don't try to stay out of the kitchen because frankly they terrify me.
Do you
But I
walk
will
into
walk
someone's workshop and say, I know more than you?
Well, I mean, if I see something that is off, I point it out.
I thought. No, that is mean. I will not say that.
I want to hear it.
I want to hear it.
I thought I had the messed up social skills.
I always thought that was me.
I thought that was me.
I mean,
Nope.
You're all right.
High five.
But so between all of us, we have we have almost one healthy set of
Functional.
adult social skills.
look, mine I have built around either helping people or tricking them into getting me money.
I built mine around keeping people the hell away from me so I didn't eat them.
Okay, second of all,
What
Roscoe
about
went into my workshop.
You invited him in.
Yeah, and we're working on something together. It's not my fault that he's got a problem with 0.89 degrees.
Didn't he start to give you these blueprints
Yes.
from the beginning?
Look, have you collaborated on an engineering project before?
Riz looks a little annoyed by that comment.
This is normal.
Okay.
Co-collaborators need to beat each other out a bit sometimes. I'm sure if you talk to him, I'm sure he's got plenty of things to say about my work.
Lovette, when you can't figure out a problem, is it more effective to keep beating your head against the wall, or go do something different? And you-
Brainstorming.
What do you all think my problem here is?
I think that you're beating your head against this diagram, the thing that you're trying to build with Voska, and you're fighting it. You're not just letting it happen.
Wait, I thought we were talking about puzzles.
We are talking about puzzles. I'll get there.
Oh, okay.
I think you should try asking about the puzzles, and then the other thing will become more clear. When you can, if you come together on the puzzles,
You
maybe you
didn't
can come
say
better
anything
together on
like
the.
that. What the? Okay, yeah, I don't. That's an idea. That's not a bad idea. Why didn't you just say that?
I
Why
think
did you have to give me this whole lecture about just letting what happen? What does that mean?
I'm glad I was helpful.
I don't understand, but thank you, I guess.
I think I will drink tonight.
Okay.
Vera
Think
just
I'll
looks
fucking join you.
relaxed.
Look,
table.
Lovette, we're putting a lot on you. You've got a lot of stress, a lot of things on your shoulders. What can we do to support you right now?
That. Yeah, how can we help you?
I am not sure what the hell is going on right now. I think
Neither do I anymore.
I don't know if I've.
I'm trying to be helpful to everybody
like
as best I
puzzles?
can.
I appreciate it, Petravian. I've got a really complicated thing to put together overnight. I don't know if it's possible.
Can I hold
I
a flashlight
think-
or something for you?
What is a flashlight?
What?
A lantern. Sorry, weird way we called it over in like a lantern to
Barbarians.
help direct. I know. Sorry.
What is it, like a light that flashed? Because I saw Riz do
It
something like that
sometimes helps.
inadvertently a little bit earlier tonight.
Flashlight? That sounds irritating.
Brother,
It
could you give
is.
me plan C, please?
Ah, here you go. Clink.
I'll
More
put
like
that.
plan-
So speaking of which, okay, so plan A, I tried to build some kind of puzzle tonight that is satisfying, complicated. Plan B, is perhaps that Archibald is our puzzle. I'm still. I don't know if this emperor is as wise as they say. Surely he'll let us live with him. And well,
That's gotta be plan fucking Z. Plan Z. You can't put
but
Archie
it will
in that.
work. If he really is interested in puzzles, this thing went around Gnomish society, and they passed it up because they thought it did nothing, because it is that tricky of a puzzle.
I mean, the goal is at least to get inside and have an audience with him, yes?
Right.
I just don't think that offering him Archie as a gift and then asking for Archie back is gonna go the way that we want it to. You don't give a gift and then ask for it back.
Well, okay, when you put it
Isn't
like
that
that,
the
I
truth?
actually-
The gods are funny.
Alright, I only know the one and I don't particularly enjoy its sense of humour.
It has
Well,
a
then
sense
what
of
else do
humor?
we do?
Anyway, alright, so plan B is... I mean, you're Archie's caretaker. I guess it's up to you if you want that to be plan B or not.
Well, no, you make a good point. I didn't think of it that way. But then I don't know. But then, how long are we willing to wait for me to try and nail this thing?
How long realistically do you think it'll take you?
Well, it depends how good he is. I could take my grandfather like overnight, but it might take me. It could take a night. It could take a couple of days. Kind of just have to get lucky.
On that subject, kind of little tangenty.
On the subject of getting lucky,
No, not that.
oh,
Actually,
sorry, I
um,
didn't mean to. I didn't mean to
that's-
listen to. I was just confused.
I was actually, it was something I spoke of with Her Grand Majesty today, which was, I cannot do this whole balanced world magic thing because I am not from this world. Her words. So, and she is not in balance with the world, so she cannot do it, but her children aren't old enough. So, as far as the information I have right now, it has to be someone from here, this world, and they gotta be really fucking old.
Well, I mean, all these people we know.
Like-
Matilda. We know. I think Book is pretty old. The Corona.
I'm
is there
older
anybody
than
here?
Corona, so I think he gets...
You're older than Corona.
That's what Corona said. He said, "You're much older than me," when we were speaking, which was like, a little touchy on the... It's fine.
You know, he tried to like
Why?
play up how old he was when we first knew. That's
Why doesn't she wake up?
I think it's heartbreak.
yeah, I can understand.
Hi, so can I.
Vera was originally like leaning back on their chair, and when you mentioned someone who's old and of this world, you just hear go, chink, and it goes back onto the ground.
You had a
Ooh.
thought, Vera?
What? What do I mean?
No. Zell? Maybe Zell?
No.
And it definitely isn't the original thought she had, but it is the suggestion she is putting forth.
Oh,
No. Say.
Who's that?
Zell?
I know you, Vera. Say
I'm
it.
not fucking going to risk my sister.
How is it a risk?
Do you remember what happened to the last person who used that magic?
Yeah, but they weren't a god. Isn't she like a god?
Yes. She is a
Then
god.
She should be okay, right?
I don't know how this magic is going to damage her.
Well, I mean,
How do we know
we
it's
could
not?
try and ask the brief Kev, but I don't he didn't really strike me as in harmony with all things. If anyone does, I would believe that does. Isn't that kind of like Helsing?
I'm not risking my sister. Just
Vera,
fold my arms.
with all due respect, what gives you the right to make that decision for her?
We're all able to make the decision. We're all in this together.
I'm saying, if your sister knows of the choice, it's up to her whether or not she would want to pursue that whole idea.
If we lose my sister, we lose the chance of making this world perfect anyways.
There is no such thing as perfection, Vera.
And
Not
if
yet.
Malifera's the one being that can actually prevent the expansion of the Deadlands, and you don't at least give her the option to try, and the world ends, how perfect the world is going to be then? I'm not following your logic on this.
We can figure something else out.
Like what?
We build the machine that and just push in positive energy. That
We
should
need
negate
both
it, right?
sides of the spell, is that not?
If we did
the
that, we
point
could
here.
actually help people. It consumes the energy currently.
An alternative idea. How much energy is inside that seed, you think?
Excuse me, what?
It's a lot.
The ones you gave to the dragon?
No.
No.
Think, 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 think. Just one.
What is that?
Plan C.
Plant seed?
No,
Plan
plans. Plan
Oh,
C.
I thought you named it. I am so sorry. Plant seed
You
is
understand
a
this.
cute name.
Plant
Yeah,
seed?
it's
We
a
can tell
cute
it's a
name.
plant seed. What kind
Yeah.
of plant seed?
No, God.
Ver, explain it to them.
It's a chaos seed. It's what that stranger gave us. Guess they would.
I don't understand it. I don't know what kind of energy. I know it's chaos, but like how much of it?
Well, it can
And what could
affect
it
an
do?
area
Could you
of
focus?
a lithogate, so potentially it could affect a large amount of the city, potentially disrupting what people are doing, maybe allowing us to get into the palace.
No. Could it? No.
You're thinking of trying to use that chaos energy in place of harmony and balance energy? Aren't the two kind of opposite things?
Yeah,
Petravian?
it doesn't sound like you would well.
No, but I feel like it could be focused if it can be brought into harmony.
But that would take okay, so to like elevate the machine to do that would take a while. And if I did not completely verify doing it, it could make the Deadlands expand faster. Maybe twice as fast. Maybe exponentially faster.
I'm gonna go back to
long-
the other idea. Sorry, go ahead, Petravian. I
Chaos is
interrupted.
literally a force we cannot control. That's kind of what makes it chaos.
I mean, Abudai helps me with the disintegration spell sometimes. Very helpful.
Helpful maybe, but controlled? No.
Thinking outside of the box. No, I don't want to. I don't want to put that forth. Never
I
mind.
think
No.
it's called the cube, not the box. And we are thinking outside of it. Do not worry.
Okay.
What were you saying, Vera? You were going somewhere about using it as distraction?
Well, no, it's potential that the destruction it could yield could bring down maybe the magical defense of the palace. Maybe we could get
And
in.
what? We charge in and talk to the Emperor by
No.
force?
We are not doing that.
Yeah, I don't see how that would get us anywhere. We kind
Plus-
of don't. I suppose this Emperor, if the dragons are calling him the wise elder, then he does sound like he meets the qualifications for being old and from here. I don't know that we could get this stranger to give up everything to us. But what else we got?
We're not going to improve our odds if we start disrupting the order in the city and causing panic and people to die, so...
No.
I mean, it could get their attention.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, Vera.
The bad sort
this
of
is
attention.
not as much as I want to see nature and harmony in this order. This is
you
not
guys
the
know there's
way.
nature outside? There's totally nature outside. It's just enclosed. It's very organized. But there's like trees and shit.
It's not really nature,
Yes,
then, is it?
Wait, what makes it not
It's
nature?
a terrarium.
A naturally occurring person made it there.
Terrariums are kind of lovely.
Yeah, but they're
I
fake.
mean,
know,
beehive, like,
but
what-
an
just
enti-
because it's
but-
organized, a beehive is organized. But that's hexes. It's the most organized shape in existence.
This isn't getting us any closer to saving the world.
I feel like we could use that somehow, but I'm not sure how to do it.
The seed, I feel like the seed is a distraction. I feel like it is out to dupe us. We don't even know that person was. What if they are an agent of Malchus? Like, we are assuming we are the only ones capable of getting here, and I think that's a fair assumption, but
I don't want to jeopardize my ability to plead for Jero's life.
yeah.
Agreed.
And they're
Like,
just
if everything goes to shit,
looking at you, Vera.
maybe if we run out of all other options, and like they won't let us leave or something.
Who currently has the seed?
Vera's holding it.
I put it in my bag.
Would it maybe not be better off with someone else?
Excuse me,
It's
no.
it's pretty safe here.
It is perfectly safe with Vera. I
Alright.
trust them.
Are we on the same page, Vera?
Sure.
Oh,
Cool.
what a
Sure.
great response.
Yeah, that's reassuring. I feel, yeah, you make a good point, Petravian. Who else? It's in good hands.
Listen, it's gone down many stages. All right. Plan, I don't know. H.
Fair.
Fine.
Fair enough.
I want you to say out loud that you're not going to use that without everyone else
They
chiming
don't
in.
need to.
Yeah, they do. It's not the first
No,
time. It
they
wouldn't be the
don't.
first time they've acted unilaterally. A certain banner comes to mind.
Excuse me. They don't.
You're excused.
I won't
You might
do it.
not think that they do, Petravian, but you've got a different relationship here. I want to hear it.
I won't do it unless I talk to you all, or I absolutely need to.
No, see, that's that "or" clause at the end. Should have stopped 4 words earlier.
For the record, the Plan H pair was good enough for me. I don't need all this.
Plan H. Plan going to fucking hell.
Yeah, like if it really goes to shit, maybe. I really don't see. I'm trying to run through every version of this in my head, and I don't see it ever helping. Like, we are deep in the Kintar Empire. If we make them enemies of them now, they're just gonna kill us.
It's only
What
an
if we
option
were to
if we
give
need
it to
it.
them?
It's
What
there.
if we were to
That's
give
it.
it to them?
Well, we give it to them and what? It could
No,
go.
we give them information. We let them know
Yeah,
that
I
there's
get
something.
that. I don't know.
Maybe in exchange for seeing the Emperor.
So that could work, or they could be like, "Oh, you have it. That's a dangerous weapon you have in your hand. Well, we need to put you in a safe place, like a prison cell." Now we're back to where we started with the whole racing.
We did just get pardoned to take up a service after the whole world thing was done.
I think that it's a bargaining chip. It's more useful, yes, but again, let's run through all the friendly things we have before we start pulling out stuff that seems threatening.
I feel like I need to meditate at this point.
I have to go pee. present.
Yeah, what time is it right now?
It's the evening of November 7th.
Maybe we could all use a bit of rest.
You know what? I think I figured out the puzzle for the Emperor. We just go in there and you can just talk to all of us and maybe puzzle it out as it is. Okay.
I
I'm
think
gonna
he
go
needs
now.
a physical thing. You got this. I believe in you making that. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Go in my cube.
All right.
Kurla's just gonna look at Petravian. Something you want to say, big guy?
I'm sorry I raised my voice.
That wasn't where I was going with that.
Apology accepted, especially because I had to adjust your volume.
Sorry.
It wasn't where I was going with that, but it's appreciated. I thought perhaps you had something even stronger to say.
No.
We
I
all right
trust
then?
Vera, and I trust you. I would love for you to trust Vera as much as I do.
You've known her a lot longer. For the
You
record,
trust
I would
me?
like to as well.
So, but you trust me, right? You trust my judgment?
Does Kurla trust Petravian more than Kurla trusts Vera?
You don't want me to answer that question, Petravian?
I do.
No.
I do, because I want to know how I can improve. What I need to do.
I'm gonna go outside for a smoke. I'm just gonna. I just take out my pipe and
Riz went out to buy cigarettes and never came back.
Hands shaking, trying to light the the pipe.
Oh, crap.
Blind faith in anyone is a very dangerous thing, Petravian.
Not faith, it's trust. Faith is... Faith can be tough, but trust can be... That is earned, and have I earned that yet?
I guess we'll find out if it comes time that Vera decides to use that thing without consulting the rest of us.
Well, I trust them, implicitly, and I know they can do the right things.
Good night, you two. Kurla's gonna get up from the table and just walk to their room and go to bed.
My eyes will follow Kurla until they go into their room, and then they'll dart to Petravian.
He's just Petravian's watching Kurla go into their room, and he sits. He shrugs.
I can't promise anything if I know that there's a chance it might need to happen.
I don't know a scenario where that needs to be used, but I believe in you that you would use it wisely.
Appreciate it, brother. I hope Lovette can
No.
think of some better puzzles.
I still think we could use it not as a weapon, but as a power source, somehow. I have no idea what would be needed to do so. But if Lovette could get their head on straight and talk to Vasca...
Why are you yelling? I just adjusted your volume up because you were talking quietly.
Why do people think that she's not talking to Vasca? And a whole thing about how she's arguing with him.
Yes, but arguing isn't talking. Arguing is
It
arguing.
is when you're an engineer.
Oh, that's true.
That was her whole 2 cents.
It was the accent.
It was yeah, something lost in the translation.
She's not
Sometimes.
talking to you.
Whoa. At some point, we need to talk to Melly. About a multitude of things, but for now,
You can do that whenever you want.
I'm not risking my sister.
no. I mean, we need to. Well, I feel like we should
Just owls.
go over everything with them.
How about this?
And I take the bottle out, and you just tink onto the table.
Plan H.
Mhm.
Sister. Plan Q.
Okay.
And then Vera does a finger movement in the air as if counting letters to make sure that she put them in the correct order. And nods.
Start to do the song in your head for a second. Yeah, okay.
Make sure one was after the other.
Right, good night, brother.
But you can't. Good night, Vera.
Vera will go into their room. Before going to bed, we'll place a metal device on the ground that latches into the earth.
What the
And
fuck?
it will cause the haunting to begin again with a ring light.
Our special effects budget has just gone up remarkably
right?
this episode. It's great.
Yeah, just
I didn't
until
know the
season
light-
3, we're gonna have all kinds of special effects budgets.
I didn't know the
fantastic.
light was going to make its appearance.
And
Jesus.
and this device is about 5 feet from the door, where if someone were to enter and continue walking, potentially activate it.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, that device. Okay, it took me a second now. I know what device you're talking about.
That's not at all concerning.
Petravian will go into his room, and I don't remember. I don't remember if Riz ever told him if he could plant seeds in the room to commune with.
It's not real.
Hummel knows where you can plant seeds.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
fuck
about
off.
to say.
Oh my lord.
I think
And-
that's a good
and
place to
aiding-
roll it.
And Aiden can Tao.
No. So, as Petravian calls it an evening, and everyone else has gone off to either go to sleep or cool off, Jiro kind of looks around this place and thinks,
Maybe reflect.
this has been an interesting time, and lays down to sleep here for the last time.
Fuck off.
And that's where we're gonna call it.
Fuck you, Beardy.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.